Dave on Anon. We don't go live with Dave as anonymous. Twitch will get shut down or something.
Yeah, I've gone live now. By the way, guys, we are live now.
It's always a surprise.
Well, I don't know how. I don't know if we should do like the full proper 3, 2. I should put up like a countdown. All right, guys, get ready. Get your game faces on.
A
Going
mention
live
would
in 3.
be different though. Hey, I'm gonna go live.
It's way more
one extreme or the other. Yeah,
it's way more fun catching.
Count it down. 3, 2.
There you go. 3.
And you're on.
You didn't even give me a chance to make like an echo. And am I causing echoes?
Not that I can hear at the moment, which is good. Which is good. Hey everyone. We've just got to mention that it seems that the Baron and American are the only ones with inspiration by the looks of things. It's a good start. Good thing to know, I guess.
I have one to give away.
One to give away as well?
So who doesn't have one?
Basically, it's just you and American that has one.
Oh, right, of course.
Yeah. But hey everyone. It's a good thing. So we've got Random Origins is, of course, he didn't realize we were playing tonight, and so when I let him know we were playing, he was kind of like, yay, because if you didn't notice, we don't have Sig here tonight, which is it's not good. It's not good. So I'm going to be taking control of Sig under instructions from Reese. So he's given me some instructions, and we'll see how that goes. I don't know what plans you guys have got, and I don't know whether or not it's going to go against your plans.
How can you remember all the parries and stuff like that?
That's the one thing I'm just like, oh man.
Whenever he gets attacked, nothing hits. I think that's
nothing hits because you can riposte.
No damage.
So it's basically anything that's non-magical, it reduces by 3 damage. So if it's any kind of physical attack, just minus it by 3.
Even if people miss near him, an enemy misses him.
So I was having a look at that because he has given me I've brought up his character sheet. He's got 4 superiority dice that he gets, and so he can only do that 4 times, and then he needs a short rest. So he's already used up 2 of them. But yeah, it's things like, what's he got? He's already used his second wind. He's already used his action surge. But it's parry and riposte that he can use with his superiority dice. So he can still do that twice. And I think they're both only with melee attacks. So if I see one of them coming for him, then I'm just going to be fighting myself. That'll be weird, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
I like how after he took that feat and he's like, every time you hit him, he's like, haha, I reduce it by 3. You're like, I don't think I'm going to do feats next time.
Yeah. Next time I'm just like, maybe feats are just for people who want to min-max things, because it's pretty annoying. It's pretty annoying. Nah, it's
you
good.
Just attack him with saving throws and then...
Yeah, true. Like he's showing that his character is pretty weak against poison. That dealt some serious damage to him.
Magic missile when you hit him with
magic missile. Yeah,
Zach.
And that fireball, that fireball just kind of...
Big old fuck off fireball.
Yeah. And Random Origins has subscribed for another month. That's 7 months in a row from Random, which is fantastic.
Nice.
Is it he subscribed again? No? Does he get the... Thanks, Random Origins. That's what you get. He wanted to know what he got for it. That's all you get.
That's pretty good.
I mean, do you need
I could show him my new male alter ego, which I'm loving.
Don't.
It's so creepy.
It's so horrifying.
We want
so
to keep our viewers, not scare them off.
Yeah. You're going to do it, aren't you? Okay. None of the other... We did get a little bit of echo. That's so weird.
Oh, it's hideous. Stop it.
It looks really realistic as well.
That's so real.
I love it.
Yeah. Also, what I thought was really cool is that we got our 300th follower 35 minutes ago. 300 followers, which is awesome. So thank you so much to Jack Daylight for giving us that follow. I recognize the username from our YouTube channel as well. He's been catching up and leaving some comments and stuff. So thank you for catching up and jumping in, because that's awesome. You're going to get to see us live tonight if you're here. I assume you followed 35 minutes ago and then stayed, so I could be wrong. Because you might not
Balls
have.
or something.
But anyway, let's take a look at what happened last week, because last week was pretty interesting. You guys... Oh, let's just play it.
Previously on Getting Dicey.
We know that they cannot remove it from this place, so we could do a thorough search of the area and return here.
Cook some hot dogs on it or something.
You can see zombies.
I start flailing my hands wildly.
You can just make out a soft green glow hovering near or behind or close to this mechanism.
Yeah,
We should
but
try
we'll
to
hit it.
draw them towards us rather than us rushing in. Brain on a string.
I'll go get
I don't know why I thought you'd see much of this cave tonight. I don't know.
This is our best plan yet, actually. I don't know.
I don't know how you do it, American, but you've crafted this beautiful brain on a rope. Add brain on a rope to your inventory. Sildar is on your shoulder looking over. 3, 2, and American, you see it land and right into the middle of this group of zombies.
I cast
Weekend at Zombies.
animate dead.
Okay.
What should we call him? Maybe I'll call him Barry.
Barry.
Barry. Barry. Could you please go down the hallway over to the other side of the green thing? Do a sexy dance, please.
Let's run in and mess them up.
American, you do see the half dozen zombies, and one of them up against one of the other zombies. It's then that you notice this floating skull.
I am a skull and no one will pass.
He casts an enormous fireball, blossoms into a roar of explosion and flame.
Well, we're all dead.
Once that flame dissipates and you've all been burnt, you look over to see Sildar on the ground.
No one can get through.
And the flame just shoots up again, licking up and around its face. No, I don't need the hood on yet. That's when I do the intro. Dave?
What the fuck? No rules, man.
There's so many different rules and setting up for this thing. Holy crap. But anyway, that was an awesome session. So many cool things last session, including all of you getting severe damage. So let's move you guys. Let's move you guys onto the map. Waviko Cave. So the very last thing that happened was as we saw in the recap, the flame skull basically reminded you guys that you needed to basically move on from here, and the flames picked up around him once more, and it definitely looks like things are
Getting dicey.
Cool. We'll crack right into it. Let's just get right into it. Now I have to remember what I was going to do to all of you guys. I've even got using D&D Beyond on my phone here, just so I can keep a quick eye on everything that this character can do. Just saves me a little bit of time, I think. Bring up the actions before we get into it. Sorry, I thought I was ready, and I was so not quite ready. Here we go. All right, sorry about that, guys. So yeah, the flame, the skull surrounded in flame, looks out towards all of you and says, "I said no one shall get through." And the flames lick up around its face once more, and it darts away from American, zooming over to the other side of this water wheel.
Whoa.
Baron.
Damn.
I had an action prepared in case it turned out he wasn't charmed.
Yes, that's right. We'll do that. We'll do that beforehand.
To
And
shoot
does
him
American
with
get an opportunity attack as he leaps?
Yeah. She will get a chance for opportunity attack as well.
chill
Thanks
touch.
for reminding. I totally didn't think of that.
Mm.
We have chill touch.
Okay. Chill touch. Oh. What is that?
Is it a
14.
Is it a? Oh, it's a roll to hit. Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Let's have a quick look. A 14
How much
is
armor
enough.
can a skull have?
Nice.
Oh, okay.
A 14
It does
is enough.
9 necrotic damage.
Okay, and I think because you sent out one of these at him before, is that right?
No. Oh.
Because it grabbed him like a bowling ball.
Yeah.
So the same.
Did it actually hit him?
Yeah, it did. It did hit him.
Okay.
So this is the
Right.
second time, and again, this hand latches onto its face, and again, it's done not quite as much damage as you thought it would have done. Doesn't seem to be as affected as other enemies you've seen have been.
Okay.
Mira, can you get an opportunity to attack as it darts away from you?
Well, I have my scimitars drawn. I think I'll use my.
Speaking of which, you look down at your scimitars, and only one of them is glowing now.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, the second one that was passed through the flame, that was handed back to you, has now lost its glow.
I see. Well, at least it didn't explode in my face, so I'm going to call that a win.
Yeah.
That's for
Can
sure.
I use my inspiration to get advantage on my attack of opportunity?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, so I'll slash out with my +1 scimitar,
Okay.
and I get to roll a third time because of my elven accuracy feat.
Well, you definitely want to.
Please hit! Oh yes, the third roll saves my ass. Yes, with a 21.
Okay, with the 21, yep, that is definitely a hit. You scrape across the back of its the skull against the back of its bone, I guess, as it zips past.
The back of it.
Got a direct hit against the back of his bone. So that does 4 damage. Is that right? You rolled a 4 there.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, and it's +1, so it's 5.
Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, so we'll say you attacked with the one that's still glowing. Yeah, cool. So you've done, what's that, 5 damage then as it zips across the room. And the one thing, it kind of illuminates a bit of the room as it does so as well, since it is, currently glowing. Let's just reveal a little bit more of that room. As it zips across the room, it lights up the dancing zombie Barry, everyone's favorite zombie Barry, as well as just another zombie off in the background that seems to not really be taking much notice about what's going on in this room. What happens then? What you can see from the skull is it suddenly loses form. It kind of goes a bit hazy, and it's almost hard to keep an eye on at the moment. And that's its turn. Mirakin, over to you.
Hazy.
Oh, there's a lot going on.
Yeah, you try and focus on the skull that's just zipped away from you, and you're squinting at it. Everything else seems to be fine and in focus, but something seems to be off about how he looks or it looks.
This is why you never make plans of what you're going to do, because it never works out.
Every time. Every time.
Oh God, what do I do? American starts looking around as she realizes that the fireball that engulfed them all must have hit her dear sweet Ranzin, and she starts looking around, searching for her surely charred spider.
As you look around, you notice that on the ground in front of you, Ranzin just sort of phases back into existence. He managed to use his reaction time to just phase out.
Oh, you're alive, Ranzin! Oh, you did it! You blinked, didn't you? Oh, I'm so proud. Oh, my child, you're okay. Oh, she's overjoyed to see him alive and well. and streaks of green appear in her hair, which she's filled with motherly pride for her child. Cheers her up a bit. She is very badly burned, though. Oh, what do I do? I want to ask, the skull that zipped across, he's gone behind this machinery, hasn't he? So how's that looking in terms of climbing?
In terms of climbing?
It seems pretty inaccessible.
I mean, so the trench that's next to you is only about 5 feet down. So you could sort of jump down into that if you wanted and make your way around, or you could make your way around the sort of ledge that you're on. He's accessible. There's gaps in the water wheel. He's probably only in half cover from your point in regards to ranged attacks.
Oh, I don't know what to do. How's everyone looking? Very unwell,
Everyone's
I
looking
imagine.
pretty damaged, I think.
Some smoke's coming off my shoes. And my pants.
Did I just ruin everyone's plans, did I?
You did.
You definitely ruined anything that I thought I could do.
Right.
Yeah. You certainly made what I had planned more difficult, but still possible. I think.
How bad is everyone looking? Seriously, though, are they within an inch of their life?
Well, I've got my HP there.
Yeah,
I'd say
my
you
HP
can't
on the screen
see
as well.
you can't see Baron where he is. But you do know that he I think he gave Silda a potion then ran off, or I can't remember. I know it was Sig that did the potion, right? Or was it 2? I can't remember now. But either way, you did see the Baron run out of the corridor, and out of this room into the corridor you guys came in from. Bill looks to be okay, not too badly damaged.
I'm sort of scratched up, but not fatal.
Yeah, Sildar is probably looking the most damaged, but he did just knock an arrow into the skull to stop that charmed spell. And Sig is looking pretty damaged as well. Loris, you can see, is probably not looking as bad as either Sildar or Sig.
All right, I'm going to wild shape into a bear and charge.
Oh, here we go.
No time. There's no time. Just gonna do it.
So whereabouts are
Barrakin is
you?
in the house. That's my
Barrakin.
turn.
Oh, that's right. But you still got movement, right?
Yes. Actually, I'm sorry. I feel like I'm taking so long for this turn because I'm so stressed right now. I'm so stressed by the skull right now.
There was a lot going on. The green skull.
No, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna raise my staff into the air, and I'm gonna call out to everyone. You just need to trust me. Trust in my spider, and I'm going to raise my staff into the air, and a misty apparition is going to appear from the staff, coalescing into the shape of a large ghostly spider, and it's going to
What is this?
run up. It's going to run up to Loros.
What is happening?
Hang on, let me find this out.
Are you turning into a spider or?
No, I'm conjuring
What?
a beautiful spider to help you.
Oh, wow.
Trust in the spider. It is a healing spirit.
Oh.
Yes. Although I can't actually. How about I use Runzen as the token for the spider?
Sure.
Although I don't think I can move it on this turn actually, so it might not run it.
Well, I think you've got a range of 60 feet. So basically, anywhere that you can see within 60 feet, you can make it appear there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jeez. I'm just gonna do it.
By the way, Loris, you couldn't hear Mirakin shout that out.
Oh no, the freaking cone of silence!
Can't hear a thing. And
It always comes
So
in
he's just
handy.
gonna see a ghostly spider like rushing him. So that's cool.
Loris, you do see a ghostly spider just appear next to you.
just what the
Emanating
fuck?
from American though, right?
It just appears next to you.
He wouldn't hear her calling out.
Surely I'd see the mist start from her staff, though, right? So I would see it because I'm looking straight at her. So I would see
You
the
were
mist
looking in that
form,
direction, sure.
and I'd see it kind of happen. So I'd kind of at least have some idea that maybe she did it. So it probably could be a fright, but I don't think I'm going to go "Wah!" berserk and destroy it.
So I guess what you've seen, Loris, is you've seen her swipe out of the skull, lift up her staff, and a wispy apparition, like smoke, or like kind of spiritual stuff, shoot out towards you. And this ghostly spider appears next to you. Yeah.
Awesome. I have no idea what the hell it's doing or why it's for, but okay.
Maybe I won't turn into a bear. I'm gonna change and just like hang out with that spider and get that healing off it. Actually,
So you're
I'm gonna use my movement to hunker down.
Oh yeah.
Over here and run past the spider and get that sweet D6.
Okay. Anytime anyone moves through it, you get healed 1d6 hit points. Yeah. Man.
I'm alive.
Trust me when I say you guys are also changing my plans with your actions. I've given this character like one very, very specific rule, which I can't explain. Anyway, is that all for your turn, the American?
So that's my bonus action actually to conjure that.
Okay, so what I will say, Loris, is what you saw is this thing appear, American basically catch up to it, run through it, and as she runs through, you just noticed a little bit of the burn marks on her disappear.
Okay.
Just really subtle, really subtle.
All right, cool.
So what's your main action then, American?
Search me. I'm thinking of just readying a dodge, because if I get hit, no one can get healed.
Okay, you can ready a dodge if you like.
What does
it
everyone
think? It's a concentration spell.
Help me, my friends.
Yeah, I'm assuming that. It is a concentration. Okay, cool.
Seems very
Everything's
reasonable.
changing. I'm very frightened.
I'm not going to say anything, but you do what you want.
yeah. Is that your turn then, American?
Fine.
I'm gonna turn into the bear actually.
Oh, isn't that another bonus action?
Well, I think we might be out of time actually. I think.
The session. Yeah,
Session's over. Done.
it's actually my whole action to turn into a bear, so I'm just gonna hang out as a bear.
Right.
Okay, so you're just gonna just turn into a bear. All right, cool.
You should turn it into a bear as you're running through the spirit.
Then everyone will think they turn into bears when they run.
Turn
through
into a
it.
bear, everyone.
That's sick.
You have a filter for that, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you've turned into the bear, we're gonna.
I mean, if I
bear.
really was a bear, I'd look like
Hey,
Oh.
here it is.
Makes
Right.
sense to run through a giant spider to turn into a bear.
Turn into a
I
bear.
mean, it's
Yeah.
follow the logic.
Baron, we're over to you.
Oh, I should have thought about my idea.
Yeah, you had
in the
plenty of
meantime.
time.
No, I do have a plan. I don't know if it's going to work, but I am going to raise my hand towards the green skull. I guess I can see him.
Yes,
Is misty-ish?
I'd say it'd be again. He's very hard to concentrate on. Really seems quite hard to concentrate on.
Yeah.
And
He's there.
he's probably in half cover from that position as well.
Okay. Well, I'm going to cast a spell called Blindness Deafness. It's my last level 2 spell. And he has to do a con save of 15.
Here we go.
Okay. All right. He gets to roll twice.
Oh, does he?
He does. And he's rolled a 19.
Oh,
No.
what a dick.
So he gets 2 saves.
I can't just explain or
Okay,
detail
that's fine.
why, but he does get to roll twice.
Wow.
Damn it. Okay. In that case, I'm going to maybe run over here and down into the I guess it's the dry channel.
Yeah, you've just dropped 5 feet down into that channel.
Yep. And I'm just gonna actually up here by the wall.
Yeah, from this position, he seems to be very hard to see.
Okay, so hopefully that means that I'm hard to see.
Probably.
Okay.
Okay. It is Sig's turn. Oh, this is going to be
Here we
really
go.
interesting. He's 30 feet away. Okay. Let's have a quick look. Sig.
Feel like
Sig.
doesn't help.
What? Sig looks across and sees everybody.
Legit.
Oh, that's brilliant.
And he grabs his hammer in two hands and he runs towards the skull with his boots of striding and just leaps towards with a Superman style hammer thrusty thing into his facey. Was that?
Oh,
Exactly
Yeah.
like him.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
When did Reese log on?
You could do that for everybody.
That needs to be a t-shirt design.
I feel like I could just play the game by myself with like little cutouts.
We'd watch
all of you.
it. We'd all watch it with you out with you.
And he rolls a 19,
Oh, nice.
Nice Sig.
but he is going to have to roll twice because the skull is, like I said, it's hard to concentrate on. Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
Nice.
we do take that 19 of the two, unfortunately. And he just launches himself. He just launches himself at the skull. Let's have a quick look.
Hey Reagan,
Yes.
when you're playing a character, it's fortunate that they failed.
Oh, I mean, no, he didn't fail. He managed to
that's
do it.
fortunate.
I mean, sorry, it's fortunate that it hit.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Not
Okay.
unfortunate that it hit.
I always figured that
Unfortunately.
I'm playing as me as well. Okay, yeah. So that hammer just smashes directly into the to the skull, and Sig lands basically next to Barry, the dancing, sexy, dancey zombie. Barry.
I forgot to do anything with Barry, but he's doing good.
He's still just dancing. He's still dancing seductively back there. And there has been, how much damage was that? 6 damage to the skull. Ooh, okay, all right. I don't know what else I can do with Sig. I don't think he's got any other bonus actions. Oh wait, no. So as a bonus action, I just want to flip the skull off. You're a dick.
yeah.
You're a dick, skull. I feel like that's something Sig would say.
Oh, you forgot.
He does get 2 attacks.
Oh, he does. Okay.
He probably gets 4 attacks.
No, that's 4 attacks if he's
That's
got
action
an
strike.
action strike or whatever.
Okay.
I was only joking, but apparently.
Remembering that I get 2 attacks, I close the distance between myself and the skull, grab my hammer with both hands, and swing up into the skull's chin,
His bone. The back of his
the
bone.
back of his bone.
He's all bone.
I'm gonna have to roll twice again.
He's old.
Get him in the front of the
Whoa,
bone this
19
time.
and 17.
Nice.
This time, with a roll of 17, strangely, this time it misses. It hits. It hits, but the flame intensifies and just pushes like the hammer away, doing no damage.
This guy's tough.
To which Sig goes, piss. All right, Loris, over to you.
Okay, so how much of that would I have seen? I would have heard none of it, but from where I am, I would have seen partial Sig running through, and I would have seen.
You would have
Sig dash.
seen Sig just sprinting towards you. In fact, we should probably give him a D6 of health back as he ran through that spider. And in true Sig fashion, he gets 1 HP.
Yes.
Can I actually do it?
Every one of 6 HP is worth 6 of ours.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
And you do see him sort of launch over. You don't really see what happens on the other side because there's so much machinery and stuff in the way. You get glimpses of his hammer swinging and stuff, but you're not really sure what's going on. You can't really hear anything.
Because are we deafened when we're in that zone as well?
Correct, yes.
Right.
You also cannot cast spell. You can't cast spells.
But
You
can
can't
Can't
cast
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 spell.
them,
Uh,
but I
it's
already
verbal-
cast them.
verbal spell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's right. Can't cast
concentrate
verbal.
on it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
This was a
And
concentration spell.
You can still cast some spells. They just can't require a somatic component.
That's right.
which-
That's right.
sorry, a verbal component, which is talking. So hand signals and material is fine.
Gang signs.
Gang sign, if you just want to throw them in. Loris.
Yeah, okay, so from seeing Sig dashing past, it's kind of a bit of an inspiration moment for Laura, so he's going to join the party. So I just want to check that with the 40 foot movement that I've got, is it movable that I can do that and kind of get to where the skull is? So
Yeah. I'll let you do that. It seems to be fair.
I've kind of done my calculations, but then you said it was a 5 foot drop. So.
Yeah. I'll let you just basically drop down into there, run across behind the wheel and up.
Cool.
To that
he's
skull.
going to leave that space, drop into the thing, and as he's sort of jogging, well, running, he's not dashing, he's just running normally across here. He's going to grab the necklace at his neck and sort of do a sort of quiet little cry now that most people are now not used to hearing, but have seen, and he goes, "For the tribes of Dagurval!" And Rage on.
Nice.
That worked? Yeah, it worked.
Rage
Awesome.
on.
Rage on.
Did he go past the spider though?
He ran through the spider.
Give
so
it. Yeah,
I'll-
we'll give us a
it'll take
D6.
second.
Nice.
He's going to arrive here. I'll do the D6 now.
Cool.
Just
In case something
in
goes
case I need
wrong.
Yeah. Gets a 3, so
All
we'll add that to my health HP in a second. And while he's running along, he's going to do that. He's also going to, so he's got the mace in his hand. So just before he leaves, he sort of picked up his mace and put the mace and pulled it out. And so he's sort of done the rage on, and then he's going to go, "Light beer," because I remembered that.
Oh yeah, and just that section of the room just like bursts into light. It's all fully lit in that side of the room when you call its name.
And then he's going to smash his double attack onto said skull. From where he is.
Just
Oh
gonna-
shit! What's my? Did I do ragey light?
Oh,
I did do
more
ragey
lit up.
mace. All right, cool. So ragey mace, and I'm also going to do it as a reckless attack, so I get advantage on both of these attacks.
Now, unfortunately, because he is a blur,
Yeah.
that would normally mean a disadvantage.
So you're just going to treat it as a normal
it's going to
attack.
treat it like a normal attack.
That's fine. So I'll roll both the attacks. First one's a 26. Second one's a 20. So it's
Damn.
13 and 11.
Dang!
I like this mace.
I did not see this coming. I did not see such brutal rolls. You bring the mace up, and you meet that barrier that Sig's hammer couldn't penetrate that second time.
Yeah.
And it stops you just for a moment before you just brute force break through it, smashing into that skull. And the skull, even though it doesn't seem to be tethered to the ground in any way, it looks very, very, I don't know, almost like it's lost a little bit of its control. And you bring that mace around for a second swipe, and you just shatter the thing. There's just big green burst of flame just erupts. The skull pieces just like shatter out in a million different directions, and it just pauses there for a moment, surrounded in its flame. And the flame constricts, it powers that skull back, forming back into its normal skull self. The flame flickers away, and the skull drops to the ground.
Yeah. Beautiful. Dog.
You've killed the skull.
Yeah.
Jeez. You had me there, like it exploded, then it started coming back together. It was the roller coaster.
Yeah.
It's dead.
Yeah, I was like, "Is this what's Plan B?"
Had one
Immortal.
plan, that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So that's
Okay.
that's him dead.
And you
Still-
guys are right next to a gyrating zombie.
The
too,
gyrating zombie.
so- Yeah, gyrates in happiness.
he sees the skull. He sees the skull explode. He's just like Barry, and he's just still dancing around now. He's kind of like getting really into it.
We should get him some glow sticks.
Anything else? Anything else for you there, Loris?
No, it's just it's happy with that something came off.
Yeah.
My eyes are going, ooh. Not good.
It's Sildar's turn, and you can everyone can just see Sildar sort of like jumping up and down. And he's just going because he's still in that cone of silence, and he's just so stoked. He doesn't even know the other zombies over, and he just wanders over to the spider and gets himself a D6 worth of health, which is a 2, which is okay.
The American nods
Yeah, and he's still just
silently.
just like mouthing super excitedly. He hasn't noticed anything else. Bill, it's your turn. Bill.
Sorry.
That's all right.
To start off with, I'm gonna dismiss the cone of silence.
Oh, good.
Oh, thank goodness.
No, it's just getting fun.
So they're like mop, 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 and then suddenly can hear inside of that.
Is that a Bluetooth headphone thing?
It's just like trying to block your ears to work out whether or not they're working or not.
Oh, yeah.
And Dave, just so you know, Loris is being gifted a point of inspiration.
Oh, awesome. Thanks.
Yeah.
Oh,
So the field is basically that's Barry, and then this is another zombie.
Yeah, Loris's mace has just lit up that back area now, and you can see a zombie that has suddenly sort of turned his attention towards the group on that side of the mechanism, the bellows.
Okay. I was not prepared for that guy to die.
Neither was I.
I did hear Americans say that the trust the spider, right?
Yes, you did. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. In
I called
case,
that before I ran into the zone of silence.
I'm gonna run to the spider. Does anything happen?
Oh yeah, you get
It rears up on ghostly legs, and you feel a sense of calmness and well-being.
as you do
About 1d6 worth.
when a ghostly spider rears up at you.
Yeah.
It sinks its ghostly teeth directly into your eyes, and you feel much better.
My eyes. I roll a 1d6 and I gain 4.
Nice.
Which I then update on 2 different systems. Just to make no matter where you look, I have the correct HP.
Oh, nice.
Oops, that was foolhardy. Okay, and then I call out to this guy over here, and I just say, "Hey, Chief,
Yeah.
you're about to be somebody that I used to know."
Oh.
And you need to save on a wisdom save. Don't do it.
It was a nat 20.
Oh.
Oh,
Why are you the
This is
worst at
cruel.
budget?
I just feel every time I just feel so bad rolling against that. I think next time I'm just not going to roll and go, dude, you did it.
We won't believe you.
Pity save.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's the end of my turn. That's all the things that I get to do with my class.
And I quit and I'm done. Bye, everyone. All right, so we'll get rid of the.
it's like the least wise creature I can think of.
I
and it's
know.
Still like,
And it still
That's
did like a
falling for
nat
it.
But
20.
it's got like a negative wisdom modifier too.
It's got a -2, so he got so a total of 18 he ended up rolling. So I forgot the zombie's turn. I think I removed them last week on accident. So the zombie has heard all this and starts shambling towards, like, past Barry and towards Sig. And this is pointless. I don't know why I'm even.
Yeah. It's going to give him hit points, probably.
Yeah, somehow. And he crit fails. The zombie.
Yeah, seems about right.
He rolls a 20 on a save, but it crit fails on an attack.
Yeah. So,
Himself and his zombie balls.
now he swipes Mrs. Sig and sort of just slaps across Barry, unfortunately.
Oh no, Barry.
Come on.
Doing
Oh, poor Barry.
4 damage on Poor Barry.
Barry.
Barry. says seductively dancing Barry.
No.
American, we're back with you.
I'm gonna snort and snarl and slather and try and climb around on top of this to get to the other zombies.
Okay, cool.
How is it okay? Can I do it?
I mean, you're a bear. You can climb
I'm a
trees
bear.
and
I
stuff.
can clamber.
So, yeah.
I'm gonna do it.
I'd say you treat it as difficult terrain. So while you're moving sort of 5 feet to get past it, it'd be sort of like 10 feet. But so you can make it to the zombie.
Yeah, I can make it. All right, I'm gonna snarl and slash at the zombie
Okay,
in true bear-like fashion.
that sounds good.
Just give me a second. Though.
Anything else?
There's a slight delay as she gets her bearings.
Oh,
And,
bearings.
Brilliant.
Mm,
Almost. as
I
good as
didn't even
Bill.
mean that, honestly. I'm not that smart.
okay.
I'm going to attempt to bite and to slash with the claws.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
rolled a 16 for both.
Yeah. Okay. So you just like launch into this zombie in true Berican fashion, and you basically paw on each shoulder as you bite down into its face, pushing it down onto the ground, and just like slash it in half, ending that zombie's life.
Wow.
Berican is brutal.
Well,
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm also going to use my bonus. I'm going to use my bonus action to call the ghost spider to the forefront of the battle
Oh yeah.
next to Sig and I.
Okay. Well, the battle is done. You guys have.
Oh, what? Just using my cool spider.
Well, I mean, there's nothing else to kill.
Oh well, I guess it's there now.
Yeah.
I was just about to run towards the spider and then it just
Just move it away. Like Baron's chasing it, like, let me get it.
Yeah.
Sig is gonna take a walk through that spider once again, because he needs the health. So he gets 6 HP from it.
Let's all just hang out with the spider for a hot minute. How
Yeah.
about that?
Yeah, I'm gonna get cozy with the spider.
Can we all just pet the ghost spider to full health?
Well, how long does it
How long does it
last?
last?
It's a minute,
Well,
right?
it says 1 minute.
So
So it's
I mean, what
That's 10 rounds.
I would probably allow you guys to take 2d6 worth of healing from it before it disappears.
Well, how? It's like a couple of moves, right? And
But
it's
each
been
turn
up
is
the-
only 6 seconds, so if the battle was still raging, that would be 10 turns of having the spider up and about, which is pretty sweet.
look at the dilemma. He's
I know.
he's
Okay,
like,
no, that's
"Oh."
fair. That's fair.
Right.
It's going to take 6. Like you guys are just going to treat the spider like I don't know, like an abuse victim. You guys are just running through it back and forth, as like greedily just swiping your hands and limbs and arms, taking
I'm just
turns.
petting it.
It's pretty much
You're
what
like
we
trying
did
to
with
make
the
us sound
Forge.
like monsters.
You were
Yeah.
siphoning.
It's
you were
exactly
siphoning.
like what we did with the Forge. We saw the Forge and we're like, let's get every weapon we've got and put it through.
We're like
I'm just petting it every 6 seconds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I prefer that interpretation.
We're all just gently patting it.
Look,
Stop.
Look, I don't like it, but I'll give it to you guys. You guys can take 8d6.
8d6, even
But
better.
it'd be like.
Don't push it.
Ooh, don't push it.
I've been waiting to bust out the spell for ages.
8d6.
disappoint.
That's a lot of rolls. Here we go. I reckon this is amazing.
That was
Oh,
an
yeah,
amazing spell,
30.
bro. Thank you very much.
I
That
mean,
was
if you guys
brilliant.
are going to create things like that, I'm not going to punish you guys for. Like,
Yeah, sure.
I
I'll
didn't
take-
I didn't think that you guys were going to finish off that battle so quickly, so that's kind of cool. I had much more in store from that guy as well.
I'm so pleased that I managed to kill him so quickly.
What I will note of Baron, you're not over with that spider yet, but on your way around to him, you guys may have remembered that when I mentioned when you entered this area, there were kind of corpses everywhere. There looked to be like dwarven miners, there were orc soldiers, their bodies littered throughout it. But as you make your way around to the spider to get your ritualistic patting of the ghost spider down, you trip over one of the corpses on the ground, Baron. And as you pick yourself back up, you notice this one isn't really wearing the same sort of stuff that the others are wearing. This one looks to be wearing a ragged, almost barely there, like cloak now. Maybe like a skeleton with a bit of a cloak, like a wizard's cape or something on. It's clutching.
Really there.
It's clutching in its hand a book. And the odd thing about this corpse is it does not have a head.
Ooh, awesome.
Oh, so it's not a zombie. It's just a corpse that was.
It's just a corpse
Okay.
holding on to a tome of some sort.
That's interesting,
And,
given we've just destroyed a floating skull without a body.
Oh, that's a good point.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm going to reach down and grab this book. Does it look like it's been there for a very long time?
Give me just a strength check, just because it's holding on. It seems to be clutching onto this book quite hard. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm good at. There it goes. Oh,
wow. Look at
15
that.
down to a 12.
Yeah, no, that's fine. You grab the tome and you kind of wrestle it and end up having to snap the arm off this corpse. And you dust open like the cover of this thing. And it looks to be some sort of spell book. Like an old wizard spell, very, very old wizard spell book.
Very interesting.
You open it up and just the pages are basically dust. There seems to be very little in this book except for one page that seems to be still okay. And at the top of this specific page is the word fireball.
Fireball. Oh yeah. Okay.
So
it's a spell. It's not a scroll. It's a spell.
it's a spell. Right? You found a wizard spell book. The only remaining spell being fireball.
Awesome. That adds up. That's why we got toasted.
Yeah.
I'll just tell everyone that it maybe. Oh, I guess I'll just say I found this and Loris has figured out the rest. The skull of this creature.
Dead body, no head. Putting two and two together kind of makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So we assuming that guy was a wizard of some sort. Is that what you're?
A wizardly outfit and a wizardly book.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder how he came. Well, had his head floating around if he was already dead.
Well, I wonder where all these zombies came from. Did they just turn into zombies here, or did the skull just turn into a green skull, or have they been turned into that by the black spider?
Is that like a necromancy thing?
Yep. But I don't know if it's to do with the cave itself, or with the forge, or with someone else that's done it on purpose.
Because the skull had a green glow, eh? Maybe the skull was what walked through the forge before it was used.
Well, yeah, maybe all you guys are going to turn into green skulls because I didn't use the forge.
Only problem, well, actually, Sig put our weapons through it, so technically speaking, Sig's the only one to use it.
You are holding the weapons, so
yeah, true.
Very likely to green skull.
Okay, seems fair.
So what I'll say is, as you have all made your way over to this area, the light from both Lightbringer, the torches that are being held by both Sig and I think, did the Baron have a torch or not? I don't think he did. But with the dark sight or the dark vision of both Mirakin and Bill, you basically see the full extent of this room now. You can see that the trench that ran through this room from the east through to the north is it continues north, but it gets very, very narrow, maybe only 5 foot high if you were to follow that trench north. It's the same off to the east as well. It goes under a wall and is maybe only 4.5 feet in height there as well. Over to the west, you do see a door at the end of a corridor. I'll just make sure that's visible. There we go. And down that same corridor, there seems to be stairs heading south. There's also, from this room, another corridor heading south. And just to sort of reiterate, in this room there was just an old defunct furnace with a giant set of bellows and a water wheel attached to the bellows. This looked like some kind of like system to melt something down or to create weaponry, maybe.
Interesting.
So this isn't the forge of spells.
Well, this is probably
The
What
furnace
does it look like?
powered it.
yeah.
Magic?
This it looks more like this, like I said, where the weapons were created, and maybe that the brazier of green flame you saw earlier was where things were there and enchanted. You're starting to think that maybe this whole cave system is part of the Forge of Spells.
Right.
I'm just gonna go up here and see if I can see anything down here. Is it just a door, or is that a?
So there's a door up in front of you and some stairs heading down to the south.
These are stairs.
Yeah, those are stairs.
I'm just gonna see if I can peek around the corner and see anything.
Can you? What's your passive perception?
My passive perception is 14.
Can you give me a perception roll as well? Okay.
8.
Okay, now that's fine. We're going to detail a couple of things. So you stand near the top of these stairs and look down into the dark. You can make out at the bottom of the stairs, maybe 30 feet away from the bottom of the stairs, like a burnt out brazier. Some more just corpses littered around down there as well. Maybe a couple of what looks like tables. But yeah, just dozens of dead bodies, skeletons, just lying motionless on the ground, along with just other corpses and bodies. There doesn't seem to be any movement. But you do hear some noises coming from the door to the west. I think what are we going to have you hear? Okay, yeah. So what you hear, I'm going to muffle my voice because it is purposefully hard for you to hear.
Oh, guys, I can't believe how bloody hungry we are. I mean, we haven't eaten in ages. Oh, look, I don't know how we're going to get past those goddamn undead anyway. They've been in there, like, every time we send people in there, they end up dead. And I don't know if did you guys hear something out there anyway? Yeah, well, they're probably dead anyway. Don't even worry about it. Nothing's going to get past that flame skull.
Oh my god!
I have no idea how much of that you heard.
Oh, we heard nothing.
Okay,
Nothing.
no, that's
Not at
cool.
all.
I heard it quite a lot.
Yeah. I heard everything.
My bare ears are tingling.
Okay, cool. So I don't know what Bill heard. I don't mind you letting me know what you heard or didn't hear. I don't mind.
I'm going to move backwards around this corner, and I'm going to lean around the corner, and I'm going to cast Message.
Okay. What does this do?
So I point my finger, like so, to a creature within range. And they can hear a message and respond to me.
Okay.
Cast this spell through some solid objects. If I'm familiar with the target, so up to you whether or not this is like I have enough information to call them familiar.
Okay.
Just speak Australian.
I'm assuming it's a bugbear.
Okay.
Based on the accent that I heard.
Yep.
So I can go through like 1 foot of stone.
Okay.
And I'm just going to say, g'day, mate. How's it going?
And you hear, you're still sort of far away. You don't really hear much. Do they have to know
Well,
who's...
it's in his mind.
Yeah, gotcha. You don't hear everything that's being said in the room at the time. But you do hear something coming back. He goes, 10-4, buddy, 10-4. What's progress?
I'm going to cast... I'm just going to assume that I keep on casting message.
Yeah, sure. Is it... Oh, it's a cantrip. Yeah,
It's a
you can
cantrip.
just go ahead.
Yeah, 10-4, big buddy. Yeah, there's a fucking flaming skull that was in here. It's truth. You guys all right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that flaming skull's been. Are you all right? Because we're pretty sure. Well, wait a minute. I'm just going to talk to the guys for a bit.
Some really amazing, awesome people just dealt with that skull. Dealt with it like nobody's business.
What? Wait, what?
Yeah. Skull's gone.
All right, well, I'll go tell Nesna. This is great. He'll be in there to be able to get that forged straight away. Thanks, buddy. I don't know who you are, but this is the best news I've heard all day.
Well, hold on. Does he respond or no?
Just a hold on.
I just said hold on.
I think he's busy right now.
Oh, God.
You get a dial tone.
You don't get a response.
I'm just gonna call out again, just be like, yeah, maybe don't let Nesna know about that just yet.
Wait. What do you mean?
Well, there's a green glow that's just started back up again here.
Well, yeah, that's what it does. That we've got limited time.
What's fucking magic, mate? What do I know about it?
Look, we've been down here for months. You kill it, and then a little while later it comes back, so we've only got limited time.
Can you fucking come save me? Because I'm getting really scared.
You're going to be fucking kidding, mate. We're off to tell Nesla. This is going to be the best news he's heard all day.
Can I cast Friends and attempt to persuade him to come and save me?
Depends. Do you need to be able to see the person you cast Friends on?
Also, I'm guessing we're noticing that Bill's doing something, yeah?
Yeah, Bill is like concentrating like hard while looking down this corridor. I think he started to sweat.
Does he look Australian while he's doing it? Or?
Would you say that he can hear me?
Probably he can hear your like when you're doing message, but I'd say there's not much he can hear if you're just talking. You could shout if you wanted to try.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to cast Suggestion in concert with Message, with the same basic premise, like, please, mate, please come and save me. This is going to be awful. It's going to be awful. Just get me out of here. We can go and tell Nesna together, please.
I'm just having a look through a creature you can see within range that can hear and understand you, because it says it's a verbal.
Oh, that's tricky.
As long as it can hear him.
That's why I qualified. Is he hearing me or not?
I think you'd have to be much closer for him to be able to hear you.
Oh, I'm doing it via message. Like, is that hearing or not from your perspective?
Not from my perspective, no.
Okay.
Yell through the keyhole.
Because that would be doing like a cantrip and a spell in the same action. So I'm going to say no.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, that would be.
Are you going to relay any of this to the group?
Yeah, I'm going to start relaying everything. Like, holy fuck! Apparently, this guy comes back. They're going to go tell Nesna. We need to jump on them right fucking now.
What the fuck?
What
are you talking about? Yeah, chase after him.
Yeah, where are we going?
I think hearing that, Sig just takes off towards the door, because that seems like a very Sig thing to do.
Yeah, and I'm going to try and stand on top of the bellows.
I'm just moving that out of the way.
I will follow Sig as he charges down. Does he know which way he's going? Like,
I've
pointed and relayed. And...
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, get them before they tell Nesna.
I think Sig would just run for the door and try and kick it in. So we're going to do a strength. We're going to do a strength check to see.
Wait, were the bugbears south or were they west?
West.
It was
Through
west.
the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
Through the door.
Right.
Go
Yeah.
wet.
Okay, so the door just gets kicked in and Sig pushes through into the room. So I'll just reveal this room.
All right, we're charging into battle. Brilliant. I'm so pleased we all healed up one on spider sense.
American the
man.
bear is also charging.
So as Sig enters the room and Loris, the door is open in front of you. You see through, and there just seems to be old stone bunks just lining the walls of this sort of area. It's lit, and there's like an iron it's lit by this brazier that's in the middle of this room that seems to be giving enough light. You can just see like a half dozen bugbears just making their way out the door to the west, and they seem to be in quite celebratory spirits. One is already outside the door on the other side of the room. The door is open. You can see him through it. Is there anything we want to do before going into initiative, or are we just going straight into it?
Can I shoot the guy that's really far away? That's leaving?
What was that? Sorry.
Can I shoot the guy who's leaving?
Okay, let's. I think that's indication that
We're going to
roll for initiative. I think.
Yeah.
Fighting.
I rolled a 12.
Okay.
I rolled an 11.
I'm going to click my token.
Oh god. I rolled an 8.13.
I
Sildar.
rolled a 9.
I rolled a 5, but for some reason it didn't do it properly.
Did you click your token?
I clicked it on the wrong window. How does it feel,
Nice to see the
DM?
roles reversed for a little minute
that
there.
old trick, huh? Oh, I clicked
You're
the
like,
wrong
oh,
token.
okay.
Damn it.
I've got 2 screens, guys.
I'm doing too many characters.
I am.
That's fair. I'm just a bear.
Sildar there. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure everyone else out. Are you guys just leaving Barry behind?
Oh no.
That's up
Okay,
to
good.
Baron.
Baz is in the mix.
I can't move. Come with me, Barry, please.
Are you? Okay.
We
I'll
need
have to-
your
Dancing.
exploration.
I like how respectful you are towards him.
Yeah. Yeah, we're partnership.
And we'll add the bugbears as well, man. Okay. I'm looking after way too many things right now. Okay, Barry, you've sent Barry a message to follow you wherever you go, or what's the...
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. He's like breathing down your neck.
Or maybe just breathe the other way, Barry. We need to get him a shower or something. Did we spot any showers on the way in?
There doesn't seem to be any showers anywhere.
Bill, have you told us what the bugbear said?
Well, I just hurriedly relayed, like, there's bugbears in there.
Yeah.
They're running away. Let's fucking go.
Oh,
I
you
haven't
told us
given you
what
like
they
a
told-
dissertation on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, that's cool.
I'll expect my dissertation.
We want a written full-on essay as to what it meant and
And
what
you shall have the dissertation later.
It's a 4
Turn it into a song. That'll go down well.
That always goes down well.
A sonnet.
I'm just going to reveal a little bit of where this other bugbear is that you can see outside the other door. Okay, we'll start at the top of the order then with Bill. Everyone rolled badly, but that's fine.
Oh, jeez. I feel like I'm gonna have to do it.
Do it, whatever it is.
Whatever it is.
I already know what it's going to be.
Oh, I know what it's going to
It's our
start with
favorite.
S.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast sleep.
Come on.
And I'm gonna cast it.
At bedtime.
That's so far away.
Well, there are plenty of beds in this room.
At level 2.
Okay.
Nice.
Take it away. Take it away, Bill.
I'm just working out where I was in this song last time. Sorry, give me one moment, please. Oh yeah, here we go.
Okay, good.
Sweet dreams are made of cheese.
Oh, we start at the top each time.
Call
Okay.
me your chivalry. I ferment the milk and then I squeeze. Everybody needs penicillin. Mold is better on the rind. Mold is better, leaves taste behind. Mold is better, cheeses can find. Mold is better, use my enzyme.
Our bard, everybody. Round of applause for our bard.
Would you say that was pretty cheesy?
Oh.
And now we do some maths. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man,
Are we in the
Orange
range?
dice, jeepers.
21.
21. Where are you?
That's some bad rolls.
Where are you?
Actually, it's 29.
29?
Yeah.
Oh, it's added together. It's 2 levels. Okay, yeah, cool.
Yeah, so that's a level 2 one.
Cool. Whereabouts are you centering this?
I'm going to center it so that I can catch... Now, center it like here.
Oh, yeah, right behind the one that's at the door.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it? It's not visible at all or anything. It's just like a sound that.
No, they just hear the awesome song.
The beautiful voicing lyrics for our cheese song. The one that's running out the door. He's kind of in the middle of going. Nesnar's not gonna friggin' believe that. He's just collapses, passes out and just collapses in the door frame. He just kind of maybe ends up on his face, prone on the ground there. And all of the other bugbears skid to a halt and look around and then turn around and look behind you. I said, "Oh, wait a minute, what's happening here? What's going on?" And it affects none of the others.
That's not great.
It's a little
awesome.
rough.
Smashing bugbears. Yeah.
Well, we got one of them. That's good.
You did
At
get
least
one
you
of
got
them.
the one that's running away the best.
Yeah.
That was the guy I was worried about.
Yeah. Anything else before moving to American?
Let me see the order. I think
I
I'm...
rolled really badly.
Yeah, I'll pass it to...
Okay, American. One thing I need to ask from you now. You were in bear form before. Are you still in bear form now?
Yes.
So that means you haven't healed American.
Oh.
Because you would have been
Is that how
patting.
it works?
You would have been patting the spider in bear form.
Is that how it works? I don't actually know.
Because you are the bear. You could have healed your bear.
Ah.
But
I
American
played
herself.
myself. I didn't know that. But that's okay. I'll have to retcon my HP back down because I don't know what it
Or you can not be in bear form. I'll let you choose.
You rolled a 30, Joe, so whatever that removes.
Oh, fine. I won't be a bear then because I would
Okay.
have wanted to heal my beautiful face of its burns. Oh, that's right. But I was in spring because I was so proud of my child.
All right, so you've entered into this room and Bill has burst into song. Where was Bill? Okay, that's cool.
Way
You've
back
run
there.
past Bill. He started singing, and you saw that bugbear fall on his face outside, and you now have 5 bugbears staring back at you.
I wouldn't have charged in so fast if I was actually. Oh well. I'm just gonna draw my short bow and take a shot
Okay.
at this bad boy over here. How do you make the thing do the thing where you click on it and it shows everyone?
Just hold the mouse button down.
Like, is this doing a thing?
Yeah.
Wait, that was
Is
me.
it?
Oh no,
No, that was me doing it.
yours should be purple.
Have you
You
got
need
like?
to.
Oh, here we go.
There you go.
Ah.
All right, so the one at the bottom of the group, the one up against the southern wall.
Yes, I've taken a shot, but I've only rolled a 13.
Yeah, he's
Although he Does he have his back to me? Does that mean I get advantage since he's running? Oh,
No. It was the bugbear falling in front of them all, and the sound of Bill that made them all aware of you all. No. Let's have a think about this. Actually, they weren't expecting anyone coming in, so let's say they are all surprised right now. Which does mean you get advantage on the attack. So let's do that.
which also means I get another roll because Elven accuracy is my feat.
Let's do it.
Please hit.
Oh,
Oh, it worked for me again. I got a 13 and then an 9, and I've saved it with a 23.
Okay, great. So that arrow just sort of sinks into the shoulder of this bugbear as it's turning around anyway. Oh, what's happening? He shouts as he finally sees you all. Anything else, American?
I'm going to... I'm just going to stay where I am.
Okay.
I'm going to shield runs in behind me. I don't want him getting hurt.
All right, Baron, it's you at the back. At the back, as you like to be.
as he always is.
Well, Barry's behind me.
Barry.
I'm not sure that makes it any better.
Well, I was relaxing by the spider before, and I was having a cigarette. But now we're running, so I'm running and stamping out my cigarette, and running down the hallway for my full 30 feet, right up behind Loris and Sig here, and I'm gonna point my finger in between the two of them and do ice knife.
Nice.
Oh, this is always good.
Well, not always.
Oh, they're not clumping this time. What are you going to do?
Well, there's two of them clumping. Those two will hit each other.
So which one are we going to be aiming at?
The one right at the front.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Give us a roll to hit.
Oh, did one of them get hit before properly?
That one did.
The southern one.
I'll go for that one then if I saw him get hit.
Okay.
Great Southern Land.
He's the only one with an arrow sticking out of him, so...
Yeah. Yes. Okay, so that's a 22. Oh, only 1 piercing damage from the knife, though.
Okay.
9 cold damage.
But 9 cold damage.
So yeah, it just lands thunk, right next to the arrow that was already like in his shoulder. Give us
And
your second roll. Oh wait, they've all got to do like dexterity saving throws. Is that right?
yeah, of 15 will take 9 damage.
Okay, the one you hit saved, and the one next to him didn't.
Okay.
And what's the damage that they take?
9 cold damage.
Ooh, it's
cold.
getting chilly in here.
It's getting chilly. That's your next show.
It's getting
chilly.
Getting chilly. This one just sort of feels that exploding knife like sends shards up its side, and he just snarls over at the guy next to him. Hey, keep your stuff to yourself, mate. What's going? Oh, whoa! As he notices you all standing in the doorway.
These guys are insane.
Loris, over to you.
So that's just a little fire pit in the middle of the room, eh?
Yes,
Like a little brazier kind of thing.
It is
It's
lit.
a brazier.
It's a brazier. It is lit and is lighting up the room.
Okay. So I've got the mace in my hand. Is the light bringer still glowing?
Yeah, it's still
fiercely?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so continuing with the whole let's charge in, Loris is just going to run straight at this guy. Mace raised above his head and just going to come across and smash it across his head.
Okay, yeah, give us some roll with advantage, please.
All right. Advantage. +1 Macy. There he goes. So that's first attack, which is a 22.
Yeah.
And so when he does that, he's just going to bring it back across his head.
Okay.
For this attack. And second attack is that was rolled with advantage, but it was the 13.
That's right. They are both with advantage since you.
Sweet, then it's the 26.
So it's a total of 13. You just clock him on the back of the head, and he turns to see what's hit him, and you just smash it straight into his face, breaking some teeth at the same time.
I quite like this mace.
13 damage.
It doesn't do as much damage, but it's a lot more colourful.
Yeah. Silda sees this, comes running past the Baron and into the room and follows suit. He grabs he unshoulders his crossbow and takes aim at the one at the closest to the southern wall. And he rolls... Oh, sorry, only once, but it's with advantage. He rolls 20 total, doing 8 damage on that one as well. And so this one now has like an arrow, an ice knife had hit him, which is now just a hole in his chest. It's kind of frozen up. And then this crossbow bolt, like just straight under it, making a little triangle of wounds on its chest.
Oh, awesome.
And he's like, oh, well, I guess it's pick on Blarg's day, is it? Come on. Okay, it's Sig's turn. Sig's turn. Oh, I got to give him his health back, actually. Can't remember how much I gave him. Shoot. I'll figure that out soon. Okay. Sig sees Loris having dealt some damage to the bugbear and tightens his grip on his sweet hammer and runs in just to smash the bugbear in the face. And so Sig is going to roll with advantage on this as well. Rolling a 16, which is just enough.
He gets 2 attacks as well, remember?
Oh, yeah, he does too. Oh, and he crits as well. Okay, so this is bad news for that bugbear. Having had his teeth just smashed in by Loris, he's a little bit dazed already. Just to see this fully suited hammer wielding maniac just charging him, doing like 21 damage, just smashing him until death occurs. He is.
I'd love to see what Loris could do with that hammer.
I can guarantee Sig is not going to be passing his hammer to you today.
I know this.
So is that? Did you want to do anything with Baron, before we go to the next one?
Oh yeah, I did want him to just continue into the room with me.
Okay, yeah, sorry, yeah. He's kind of blocking the doorway a little bit.
A sexy dance if he could be next to me.
Yeah, you can just feel like your cape on your back just kind of moving just a little bit, like he's brushing up gently against it. You just
I can't go any further. Yeah, okay, next time though I want him to go up on the bed there and look seductive.
Okay, cool. Okay. All right. It would be the bugbear's turn, but you surprised them all. So that was a free round for you guys. We're back with Bill.
I don't know if this will hit Sig. But I'm just going to roll the dice one more time.
Roll the dice.
On sleep.
Ooh, okay.
This time at level 1.
I need to figure out how much health Sig has then.
Well,
I'm just
excited.
That's cool.
I think I can avoid him.
Okay, cool.
So if I start from, say, here...
You can't cast it from within the wall, though, right?
I can cast it at any point within range.
But not like within...
You have to see the point.
I thought you had to...
20 feet.
I remember back when we were with glass stuff, we made it so you had to do it within somewhere you could see.
No, I couldn't see glass stuff.
Exactly, but you centered the point somewhere you could see. It was at the top of the stairs. We've played that rule a few times.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's got
to do it beyond the guy, in the hallway.
Because you can see out in the hallway. I just don't want you casting that in the middle of rock.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool.
Cool. So what have we rolled? 20.
Yeah, I'll cast it in the hallway.
Okay. A roll of 23.
The same effect.
And it affects the ones with the lowest HP first?
Yeah, lowest HP first.
Blarg, just at the end.
I do have a verse before you.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to stop this. To be honest.
I'm getting pretty close to the end, actually.
Okay.
So,
I'm just going to do one verse this time instead of two.
Okay.
Some cheese ought to be grated. No cheese ought to be ammoniated. Some cheese will always be hated. No cheese wants to be called rancid. And it's only 23 at this time.
Yeah, cool. So I think just as Blarg is saying, "Oh, well, I guess it's pick on Blarg," and he just drops down to the ground unconscious. So he too, I'll give him a little symbol so we know he's out for the count. And we'll do the same for the other one that's outside. But no one else is affected. Everyone else is standing.
It's okay.
Anything else, Bill?
I'm going to hold it there.
Okay, cool. American, back with you.
She calls out to Sig, "You sing them a lullaby, and I'll tuck them in. Come to me, my plant children." She raises her staff in the air and brings back a perennial favorite, if you will. Yes, it is entangled. Oh,
Here we
20-foot
go.
square.
We haven't seen this for a while.
So I'm going to entangle some boys.
Yeah, so it's like a 4x4 square.
Hang on. I'm going to see if I can get this one furthest away, and everyone else is a bonus. I just don't want that little sleepy boy getting away.
Yeah,
if he
right.
wakes
So
up.
it's a strength check from everyone. Well, the one that's asleep isn't going to have to roll a strength check. He's absolutely entangled. Two of them. The two that are asleep are both just the vines wrap up around them and hold them to the ground. The other two, what do they need to roll? What's your spell save?
They
DC?
need to make us against my spell save, which I will look up, but I think it's 14. It is. It's 14.
Okay, well they both fail. So these vines just wrap up and entangle 4 of these bugbears. 2 of them already unconscious on the ground. It just wraps around and holds them down onto the ground. The other 2 try to sort of struggle against them, but it just manages to hold them all in place. Oh, Nesnar's not going to like this. Oh my God, guys, kill him! Get out of here! Kill them and get out and kill them. Anything else, American?
No, I'm just gonna stay in the corner and hope the others cover me. In fact, I'm gonna yell, "Cover me!"
Baron.
holy shit! So all the vines grow. They're still standing though, aren't they? Apart from the sleeping one.
That's correct. Yeah.
And
the dead one.
yeah, and the dead one. So this one is taking damage. Is any other taking damage?
The one that got hit by the ice knife exploding, so the one sort of close to the door on the southern side of that door.
Okay.
But there is one bugbear that is not entangled at the moment.
Oh, okay. I'll try and shoot him. I'm going to come down here.
The one that's not entangled?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to go to the bottom of the room and I'm going to attempt to shoot him with chill touch. 20.
All right,
and
yeah.
12 necrotic damage.
Damn.
Oh my God.
Oh,
That's a good roll.
Forgot it. They do double damage now.
Ah, right. True. So yes, the ghostly apparition of a hand shoots out and just sinks itself into the chest of this bugbear. He's like, "Oh, that's a cold one."
A VB.
And so now he's got disadvantage on attacks on you. Is that right?
No, that's only if he's undead.
Oh, right. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
It's all right. So yeah, so you've
Which
done
he
12.
will be soon.
Ooh.
No, he won't be.
That's
He'll be dead soon. I'm not sure about
Yeah.
12 damage. Is there anything you want to do with Barry? You want to send Barry up to the bed, is that right?
Yeah. I want him to lie down on the bed, like on his side, with one hand on his hip and the other one. Oh no, one hand.
I know the
Deadpool
pits.
look.
Yeah.
Deadpool pose.
Yeah, and so
Yeah,
he shambles over to the bed and he kind of lies down on top of it. His shirt he's shirtless actually. He doesn't have his shirt on anymore.
No shit. Yeah.
And he rests his arm down and his head onto his hand. He's like, Barry. And he sort of like motions towards just anyone in the room. He's just like, Barry.
Oh, that's sick.
Highly inappropriate.
That is really sick.
Hoping it's going to get a bugbear's attention.
And it's Loris's turn.
All right, so excuse me, seeing all this happen, just gonna charge towards this one once again, and just like looking at Sig, with me, and we're gonna smash into this beastie boy, using my inspiration points to gain advantage on the attacks.
Yeah, okay. Be
So
advantage on one attack, yeah?
It's whichever. So advantage on the first attack.
Okay.
Smashing down on the top of the skull, and then normal attack for the follow-up hit. So there should have been 3 dice rolls in there. So first one was a 26, and the second one was a 12.
And how much damage for that first one? 9?
First one did 9 damage, yeah.
Okay, so that first one hits. Just comes down on the top of the bugbear's head, who's already not feeling too good, and it just sort of stuns him. It sort of stuns him for a little bit. But he's looking pretty damaged and battle worn right now. It's Sildar's turn, and he sort of looks over with his crossbow to sort of see you and this bugbear facing off. He sees Sig rearing to run in as well, and instead he just decides to take a shot at one of the bugbears, one of the awake bugbears that is currently entangled. And he rolls a 16, doing 2 damage, which is just enough to do some damage onto that bugbear. And you can just hear from the vines, "Oh, hit a man while he's down, eh? Go see how this works." And Sildar just looks over at Barry for a minute, and he's like, "Me?"
God, no.
Okay, and it's Sig's turn.
I'm intrigued on where this is going to go.
Don't do that. Don't.
Learning more about Sildar every day.
He's a zombieist.
And so it's Sig's turn. Sig
Zombophile.
hears Loris's call. Sig hears Loris's call for support because he clearly needs it, and runs into assist. So runs into assist and swipes out magnificently with 2 swipes of his magnificent massive hammer.
DMMH, if you will.
Yeah. With 2-handed as well, so we'll do a couple of shots. 1, 2. The first one misses, just sort of swipes past this dazed bugbear, but the second one connects and just crushes in the side of the head, and it just falls to the ground dead.
See, this is why I called you over.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's Sig's turn. It is the bugbear's turn. What we'll do, actually, we'll take a 5-minute break here. I think it's a good time, sort of at this point in the battle, where we can all quench our thirsts and grab ourselves a drink, and everyone who's watching can finally breathe out after that magnificent fight.
We didn't die yet.
Yeah, you guys really took care of that flame skull so much faster than I thought you were going to. I had like a bunch of... I was like, I'm gonna fuck someone up. I was like so sure someone was gonna die. I was not like dead, but unconscious anyway.
Well, he did do some weird stuff where he sort of phased out or went out of focus or something.
Yeah, and I thought that was going to buy him enough time for his next move. But it didn't.
No.
When you said like the skull reformed after it smashed, I was like, oh no, he's like a Final Fantasy boss. He's going to come back stronger this time. Oh no, he's just dead.
Well, the bugbears have mentioned that he has come back before. So
Oh yeah, skelly.
I thought maybe he'll grow a full skeleton. Oh, yeah.
that would have been awesome. Actually, that would have been cool. But Baron's got himself a wizard's book, spell book.
Yes.
Yeah, I must admit the piece that I'm worried about is what Bill heard, and obviously what we as people heard, but characters didn't. Was that the bugbear saying something about the skull coming back? I think they said
And
something.
then-
Yeah, he comes back and then that's what he does, and it's just like, wait. Yeah. So I know that. Well, it sounds to me like the skull might regenerate, which concerns me a bit. But
But I
Sounds like-
suppose Bill will tell us.
Yeah.
yeah, and that's why I wanted to clarify what he
Yeah,
told
yeah.
us, because that would have obviously changed
Yeah.
potentially what we would do.
Yeah.
It sounds like we've been clearing a path for dear Nesna to his goal.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys.
Oopsie.
Yeah, you guys made the bugbears very happy.
Well, not
very
for
happy. That's true.
Unless Barry gets his way. Hello.
Yeah, then I get
Then he
real
can,
zombie.
yeah, Barry might make them even happier.
I'm into it.
Might make some money in this place.
We have Miserable here from the Discord and his amazing D&D, who's just piped up saying that everyone that sees Barry doing his thing should have to have a con save or be sick. I think that.
I like that.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say that they had needed to do like a check or be charmed.
Yeah, charisma save or hop in bed with Barry.
Yeah.
Gotta chill.
A charmed.
How
yeah,
hot is he?
that
Is
could
he
be
like
right.
a looker of an undead or?
He's only got one eye. He did lose a
So
bit
he's
of.
winking all the time.
He did lose.
And he was a dwarf in life,
He
yes?
was. He's
Oh,
much
yeah, I forgot
shorter.
about that.
And he lost a bit of his flesh while he was swinging his shirt around seductively earlier
Awesome.
as well.
Which bit?
So hot.
Yeah.
Is that anyone's type? I mean, this is your
Yeah.
chance to say that it's Sig's type and roleplay it as such.
I was.
It's-
Was that Loris?
I was just going to say, it's probably more Baron's type, given he likes to spend and play with the undead. But
Well, it is in his backstory, but I don't think.
Wait, what's in his?
I don't-
What's
What
in
is
his
it?
backstory?
Why haven't you read his back? Oh, never mind.
Oh my god, have you had a romance with one?
Ooh, spicy.
Maybe
It's
that's-
not quite, it's not quite
Maybe.
that saucy. But
You're like, I wouldn't call it a romance.
it was only a couple of dates, you
a
know.
Barry Mance.
But yeah, we've got some decent chat happening in the chat tonight, which has been great. We had
Decent chat.
in the chat, we had someone that popped in and said a bunch of stuff and then disappeared. I didn't get a chance to say hi, but I think they gave us a follow as well. So we've had some nice follows tonight.
Oh, cool.
Nokia 2174, Hellman28. Hellman28 was the one that was saying some stuff that I didn't get a chance to say hi and thank him for it. So if he ends up watching the VOD, that'd be great. Hi, thanks. And also for anyone who's watching, who likes what we're doing with Lost Mine of Phandelver, check out Miserable, his stream. He's taking a group through it's on our time. It's Saturday morning. And they're going through the Lost Mine of Phandelver as well. They're using Tailspire to show off the maps and stuff, and it just looks fantastic. And he's doing a really great job of DMing as well. So it's very, very watchable, which is rare. I've tried to look out for other D&D streams, and it's hard. It's hard to find ones that can keep your attention. So definitely give him a follow. And we've got two of them here actually from that stream, which is great. The Rithius as well. That's awesome. So thanks for stopping by and checking out what we're doing. But yeah, also you guys are just doing a great job. So give them a follow. I would say give them a subscription, but they don't have their affiliate status turned on. They've got it and they're just holding on to it. I was ready to just chuck some money your guys' way. So get that affiliate status on so we can support you guys a bit more as well. And I'd suggest you guys give it a watch, some of their earlier sessions, so you can see how they've dealt with Lost Mines as well.
Are they ahead of us in the?
They are
What?
literally in the same point. Like they just finished
okay.
fighting the Flame Skull on Saturday morning.
So we can't watch them live, or else we might get.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stuff like
that's
Reagan
true.
was telling me they befriended that Dusty boy that attacked us and was like,
Oh, really?
"Your lives are forfeit." And he's their friend now.
Yeah,
Wow.
Mormesk. They've got him
What?
on
That's
their
cool.
on the team. Yeah,
That's really random.
I
Okay.
want more Minsk.
and I think I don't know if they still have him, but they had. I maybe still have. You never learned his name, but it was the goblin from within the Red Brand's hideout. That was
I
that,
would have friended him.
that freaked out and passed out when you guys entered the room.
That's the one that Sig smashed really quickly, eh?
That's all goblins.
Like,
That does not
literally
narrow it
from-
down.
Yeah, it's literally.
It was
all
the
goblins.
piss goblin.
It was the one that
Yeah.
passed out, pissed his pants, and then
Yeah.
you guys well, not you guys. Sig just ran in to
Sig lay
to
waste
attack.
them,
Yeah.
I would friend him.
Yeah.
I think, well, Loris might have early on, probably wouldn't have. Now he probably would think about being friendly to people. Maybe.
Wow, that's character growth right there.
That's right, yeah.
So
yeah.
think about it. Like Loris is growing,
Starting
right?
to think about it, yes.
Starting
He's starting
to
think about it. He's warming
think
to the
about
idea.
maybe thinking of doing it.
Yeah, maybe considering the idea that being friends with people is a good option.
Yeah.
Wow.
Miserable saying that he's got to play many NPCs and the group is double the size. Man, that's crazy. I'm actually finding it hard to play like DM and Sildar and Sig. There's so much to think about. So I think this whole episode has just been a little lower energy for me while I'm trying to figure out all the little bits and pieces.
No,
So
it's
Especially
been
with
really
Sig, 'cause he
good.
has so many cool things to do. Like,
Yeah.
Sig's got so many different options.
Yeah, thankfully I haven't had to worry about doing any sort of calculations because nothing's hit or tried to hit Sig yet. And that wasn't done on purpose. He's literally just running and taking care of stuff at the moment, which is good. Yeah, but we'll do the usual thing that if you guys are watching us and you like what we're seeing, give us a follow because we hit 300 earlier today, which is fantastic. Such a cool number. And I think we're just a little over that now. But if you like what we're seeing, like what you're seeing, give us a follow. And if you have followed us for a wee while and you don't have one of these with our characters on it, do feel free to pick one up. They're for sale underneath the stream. Limited edition for a little bit, and you'll get the one with the dice on the side, which our logo, made by the Amazing American. I don't have the other shirt. Does anyone else have the other shirt on at the moment? No. Okay, that's right. We do have another style that you can check out there as well. If you just want to come and talk to us about D&D, we've got a link to our Discord underneath as well. We talk about D&D almost daily. It's either talking about what we're doing in this campaign or just talking about D&D and what anyone's playing at the moment. It's awesome. We've also got
almost, or would we say like multiple times every day?
Okay. When I say we talk almost every day, I mean almost every hour. So
It's constant. There's constant chat. There is constant chatter.
Yeah. And also, if this is the first time you've seen our stuff, we've got a YouTube link as well, which has all of our previous sessions leading up to where we are right now. They're well worth a watch. I think they're very watchable. But if you prefer listening, we have podcasts come out every week as well. I think episode 23, is coming out in a few hours. Did I miss anything else? You can follow us on Twitter. You can follow us on Facebook. Jack Daylight, yes, you were the 300th follow. I gave a call out earlier, but I think you might have just followed and ran and then come back a little bit later. So thank you so much. I noticed that you'd been catching up over YouTube, leaving a few comments. I love the support. Thank you so much for coming and watching us play live, which is awesome. And I'll say one more thanks just to Random Origins again for subscribing for a 7th month and also just throwing some bits throughout tonight's session. And I think I even saw Furry Blue Elf make a comment there, so he's watching too, which is great. Perfect. We've got
some Billy bits, you say?
There are some Billy bits. Billy bits of Billy. You can see a little counter at the bottom right of the screen at the moment, which is like a little. It says HP, but it's more of a countdown. Every chair that you make, any time that you subscribe or anyone subscribes, that counter moves down. Now we're nearing the end of the campaign here. We're in the sort of the last big area of this campaign. So that counter for Billy is much bigger because this is going to be probably his final encounter with the team. Possibly. We'll see what happens when he's spawned. But yeah, when that hits 0, the group's nemesis will arrive, and that is Billy Goblin. Billy, who has been around since the very, very first episode in some form. Anyway, big thanks to Phandelver, that's a good name, for giving us a follow right now. So that's awesome. They're saying they need help. We can help. You can come into our Discord and we'll give you heaps of help. But for now, let's head back in. Back into the Wave Echo Cave, where it is the Bugbear's turn. Or turns. I don't think they're going to be doing too much other than try and break free, I think.
Want to break free.
I was going to say there's a song in that.
Yeah, write that one down,
I'm
Bill.
surprised it was the wizard that was the singing it, so I thought the bard would come up with it. But okay.
All right. Okay.
He's chewing.
So we'll just set the scene again before we just jump back into it. We've got 4 bugbears that have been entangled by Murikin's vines. 2 of them fast asleep that have just been held to the ground, and the other 2 that are trying to fight back against these vines. The one at the northern end of the room it's a strength check. Does not save. He's struggling away and can't manage to get any sort of movement. The one south of him struggles against the vines as well. One of them sort of creaks a little bit and snaps, but there's enough vines in there to hold him back from being able to move. Bill, we're over to you.
I think he's just chewing and... Oh, you're muted.
Sorry.
There we go.
I'm going to use my dash action to move up to this guy.
Okay.
And I'm just going to... I'm not going to do anything, but I'm going to get ready to coup de grace him next turn.
So are you readying an action, or are you just getting into position?
I already used my action, so I'm just getting close to this guy, basically.
Oh, because you
my
dashed.
action was,
Sorry.
my
Yeah.
action was dash.
Yeah, gotcha.
Oh.
Murikin, over to you. Just sort of Bill, just sprinting through the room and just skidding to a halt in front of your vines. Would you say have you got your rapier out, or are you just standing there?
Yeah, my rapier's out.
Have you sheathed it at all since all this is made? No.
I have not.
Okay, cool. Okay, good. Just wanted to make sure. Murikin, over to you.
She glances at Silda and she's like, Silda, I said you're supposed to cover me. Concentrating.
And Silda, you notice him, he's just kind of looking over at in Barry's direction, and he sort of snaps to it. He's like, oh yeah. Sorry, yeah. I got you, don't you worry. And just glances back over at Barry just for a moment.
Well, what does Barry do?
Distracting.
Barry.
Oh,
He's just like this.
Stop
who could
it.
turn that down?
Apparently not Silda.
Yeah.
He's curious. I respect that.
I mean, he's
Using that beckoning finger, and then it just like falls off.
Oh, by the way, I think off topic, but I propose that we, instead of saying you're muted, that you should say you've cast silence on yourself.
okay. Let's do that.
Anyway, I take out my short bow and aim for this awake and struggling bugbear.
Okay.
Oh, do I get advantage because he's held down, or how does it work?
That's only on like anything that involves like a dex save. Then you get they get rolled with disadvantage, I believe. Is there anything else in that?
Oh, it's just holding them in place. So,
Yeah.
I'll just shoot him, and I've rolled an 18.
Okay, and 18 is enough to do some damage here. What much damage? 8.
8 piercing.
They are actually restrained, which has rules.
Oh, I like where you're going with this.
You do get advantage against a restrained opponent. It might only be melee, though.
Are they prone as well? Or are they just...
No, they're not prone.
standing down?
The 2 that are on the ground, that are fast asleep, are prone.
Okay.
Right, okay.
Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. The creature's attack rolls have disadvantage.
Okay, well, there you go. You can roll 1 more if you like. In fact, 2 more, I believe,
Yes.
if you like.
Although I suspect I've already hit him, but more rolls is better. Let's just stick with the original 18, shall we?
Okay, all right. And so yeah, you do 8 damage, and you again this arrow just cuts through the air, finding gaps in between the vines, and just strikes into the stomach of this bugbear, and he's just like, oh, that was a low shot. Oh. And he's trying to reach for the arrow, but can't get his hands on it to pull it out. Anything else?
I will simply maintain my concentration on the vines.
Okay, perfect. Baron, over to you.
Okay. I probably should know that answer to this by now. But if I do a ranged attack spell, and I have advantage. Do I roll 2 like I'm shooting a bow and arrow, or is it a spell thing so I don't get advantage?
You roll 2.
If it's
Oh,
is
you
it
can
a roll
get
to
advantage?
hit? Is it a roll to hit?
Yeah,
one?
yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
Then
that
yes, you
sort of
roll
one.
twice. Yeah.
Okay. Now, if I was smart, I would do that, but I'm not going to do that.
What are we going
I'm
to do?
going to rummage through my pocket and pull out some chalk,
Oh,
something like that, and blow it. And as I blow it, it becomes a poisonous spray. Poison spray. So he has to do a con save of 15.
which one were we aiming at?
So I've moved forward here. So this one.
Oh yeah, okay, the one that just got hit by American's bow and arrow. So yeah, so that floods over him. He doesn't manage to save.
All right.
Damn, 19 damage.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, the powder like coats his face, and he can't, because he's restrained. It goes into his eyes, it goes into his nose and mouth while he was talking, and you can just see the agony on his face as it just absolutely permeates his entire facial area, and his eyes start bleeding and his nose starts bleeding, and he just screams and then falls limp, being held aloft by those vines.
It's truth.
It's a total Ebola death. Love it.
Yeah.
I'm going to move back over here behind Bill
I want to get it.
and tap him on the shoulder.
Hey, perfect. Loris,
Thumbs up.
over to you.
Okay. So Loris, seeing this guy's entangled, Laura, what I want to do is kind of jog up to the bed, bounce off the bed, and just with a bit of extra height, come down on him with my mace across his head. Just kind of, and then kind of sort of land in a superhero pose, and then my next throw is going to be a strike across his knees. That's my plan. How you want that to?
Whereabouts? So you're going to kind of land just to the north of him. So you're going to use the bed as a springboard.
Yeah, so I'm going to bounce off the bed and just kind of land, sort of come across him, and then strike his head, and then land on the Superman pose, and then also superhero pose, and then swing back across his knees.
Yeah, give me 2 attacks with advantage, please.
Sweet, here they come. Yes, 1, and there's 2. All right, so the first one was, crikey, where are we? That only rolled once. So the first one's a 20 doing 10.
Mm-hmm.
And the second one, why did they only do it twice? Oh. Second one is a...
Wait, what, you already did a second one, didn't you?
Oh, did I? I don't know.
But it was the same result. It was the same result. What I will get from you is an athletics check.
Athletics?
Yeah.
I want to know how he looks bouncing on the bed.
Yeah.
Is it super adorable or is it scary?
It's probably scary.
Yeah.
It's a 27.
Yeah, that's perfect.
It is perfect. It's a 27.
Whoa.
The most perfect.
This is the most
27, a 20 and a 1 you rolled.
This is the true. This is the most elegant Loris has ever been. There's like you don't sort of, there's no missteps made. You plant one foot and launch up onto the bed. You come down into the damaged old springs and whatever house and hay that is made up of this mattress, and somehow out of this desperately dead mattress bed get extra lift off it, and you launch up into the air and you grab and you bring that mace crushing down into the head of that bugbear, doing 10 damage.
Nice.
You land perfectly in superhero pose and then swipe out against his knees, but the vines just get in the way, and you don't manage to do that last little bit of damage. And you've definitely got the bugbear a little dazed with that one.
I'm going to give that a golf clap.
Yeah, very good. I was wondering, does Laura still have his teddy bear? Because if he was bouncing on the bed with his teddy bear, that would be something.
I think I still do have the teddy bear in my backpack. Oh, actually, no, didn't the teddy bear disappear?
The teddy bear did disappear.
That's right.
But no, I don't think anyone else knows that. I think only Loris knows that.
Yeah, Loris hasn't told anyone that.
Yeah. Anything else, Loris?
No, that's all good. I will put myself next to said bugbear.
I just moved
Oh,
you
you just
there.
did. Thank you.
Yeah. That's right. Sildar's turn, and he's finally listening to what Mirakin has to say and stands directly in front of Mirakin with his crossbow drawn and just sends a bolt out towards the one that just got damaged by Loris, and manages to connect. Yeah, I'd say that they're not really in any kind of cover there. Being dazed already, there was no way he was going to move out of the way of this bolt, and it just sinks into his right shoulder, and he just screams out in pain. Sildar looks over at Mirakin and just sort of says, "Right, there you go." And then he looks back over at Barry once more. Sig, I don't know. I'm not sure what Sig's going to do there. He doesn't really want to get into the vines. What do you guys think Sig would do in this situation?
I think Sig would charge into the vines. So
it just becomes.
I just want to say it becomes difficult terrain, so it will take twice the amount of movement.
I mean,
he might stand on the bed here. He can attack from the bed.
And I don't think he'd worry about that. I think he would just charge in.
Oh.
Sig
Sig
doesn't care about the vines and decides to just stomp through them. Hammer raised above his head, and then brings the hammer slamming down into the stupid bugbear's dumb head. And that is also with advantage. You guys have been slashing these things. Rolls a 19, doing 6 damage. And this bugbear is barely conscious right now. He's kind of gone a little limp in these vines. He's not excited about these vines at all. It is the bugbear's
He gets his second attack.
Oh, he does too. So this is why you guys are here to help me through. And he only rolls a 12 that time, and manages to, unfortunately, just hit some of those vines, misses the bugbear completely. It is the bugbear's turn, who struggles against these vines with the last little bit of his energy, and just fails. In fact, he kind of tries one very weak flex against these vines, and then just almost drops down into these vines, losing all the energy that he's got. Bill.
Bill just kneels, drops to one knee in front of this half dead, asleep bugbear here. Brings his rapier up across his face and just kind of guides it slowly and deliberately between the bugbear's ribs.
Okay, well, give me a roll with advantage.
I believe because he's unconscious, it automatically hits. And I believe it's automatically a critical.
I think no. We've gone through this rule a few times. You still have to roll, but if it hits, it's an instant crit.
Right. Okay.
And you get advantage as well since he's prone on the ground, but also because he's entangled. It's basically like double advantage, but you get advantage on this. Perfect.
24.
Yeah, and because it is a crit, I'm going to get you to roll the damage dice once more. So just a 1d8. Cool.
12.
Total of 12. Yeah, so you kneel down and place the point of the rapier against his side, and the instant you just puncture the flesh of this bugbear, his eyes shoot open, but you just guide it through into his lungs, and all of his breath is just taken from him, and puncture his heart, and he dies on the ground in front of you.
Withdrawing the rapier, I just kind of wipe it across along my cape.
Yeah, he's frozen in time now with his eyes wide and his mouth with a silent scream. But he is dead. Anything else, Bill?
No.
Okay. Mirakin, you've got basically a decent amount of the room filled with these vines that basically has 3 dead bugbears and 1 unconscious bugbear in it at the moment.
Indeed. I'm just going to look over at Barry really quickly, just see what he's up to, though.
Barry.
I am flattered, to be honest. I am flattered. I just want to acknowledge that I am flattered, Barry, but I'm a little busy. I'm going to stride forward towards the bugbear, the remaining, the conscious bugbear struggling against the vines, and line him up with another shot.
Oh, wait, is it? Oh, yeah, there's...
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's barely... Sorry,
He's just kind of given up on life.
That's
but...
right, yeah. He's barely alive.
So I'm gonna take a shot.
Whoa.
Ooh, got that sweet, sweet crit.
Yeah. So you're just firing another arrow into this bugbear?
Yes.
Yeah, it just sinks straight into the back of his neck. He was already limp, and it doesn't seem to have done anything, but he's dead. He didn't react to it. There was no energy left in him. But you can see his blood coating your vines and the ground below him.
I'm going to keep moving forward, and I'm going to say to Bill, how long does the sleep last?
It's about another 40 seconds or so.
Right, well, we'll have to move quickly to apprehend the last one.
If actions are free, I'd like to just call out and suggest something.
Sure.
We should capture this guy. We should question him.
I agree. I was about to say the same thing. He knows things.
The whole party does that thing where they point at their eyes and then point at someone else, and then and everyone's doing it, and then Sildar kind of does it to himself and looks over at Barry, and Barry looks back at him. He's just like, Barry.
There's still time. I'm going to end my turn there.
Okay, yeah, cool. So we'll say you've got 3 actions, but you've only got about 40 seconds of real time before this thing wakes up. Oh, in-game time.
I'm going to yell, someone grab him.
Tie him up.
That's my line, yeah. I've got rope! Everyone, I've got rope!
I think, Sig's just going to stomp his way through your vines, I think. Making his way across.
I can release the vines. I'll wait until he's apprehended him. I don't want him getting away suddenly.
All right. And Sig calls out, rope! Does anybody have some friggin' rope?
I'll throw him my rope.
Use your belt.
Are you throwing over the rope? All right, so
yes.
We do a survival check just to see how well we tie him up.
Can I help him?
Yeah, okay. We'll say that you help. So we'll say it's a 17. We'll just say it was with advantage, and so you guys have successfully bound this bugbear's hands behind his back. Is there anything else you wanted to? How did you want to bind him?
Hog tie.
Oh, right. So you bind the hands and legs together behind him?
In front of him, and then place a stick through.
Where's the stick coming from? Who's got the stick?
You can't have my staff.
My
I didn't really think about the stick.
At the moment, Sig and Bill have basically tied this bugbear's hands and feet together.
Can I convince Sig to use the handle of his maul?
Can we use a bone from a zombie arm? Like
it's
skeleton? Oh, true.
So you're wanting him to use his warhammer?
Yeah.
He says, "Are you madman? Let me tell you a story about Cragnolian armor and the pride of the Cragnolian army and everything I've done to lead me to this point to have this magnificent hammer."
Okay.
So that's probably going to be
in that case, I think we just carry I'll take the arms, he can take the legs, kind of style.
Okay, cool.
I'll release the vines as soon as I see that he is bound.
Yeah, he's bound. So
If there are sticks, if there's like a long enough stick anywhere.
all right, so Sig
Is there
and
a stick in the room?
Bill, we'll just move you guys next to this brazier in the middle of the room. And by the time you place him on the ground next to this brazier, the bugbear's eyes open. He's like, "Oh, we're
On the way back, sorry, can I just call back to Loris and, hey, Loris, close that door.
oh, nice."
Sure. Which door am I closing?
I'll just block that again.
All right, cool. Yeah, right. I'll stand by the door,
Um,
playing security guard.
cool. Yeah,
I'll
so
stand by the other door listening out.
I've got a little bit of echo again. All right, so yeah, as you guys drop the bugbear down onto the ground, he's just his eyes open. He's like, "Where am I? Oh, I'm so Daisy. What's happening?"
Well, I've got good news and I've got bad news.
And he looks dazedly just around the room. "I think I can guess what the fucking bad news is, can't I?"
Do you want to hear the good news?
Yeah, go on then.
And I'm going to cast Friends.
I think pretty certain this guy is pretty hostile against you right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely hostile towards you right now.
I'll be there for you.
I'm gonna lean over his face, look him dead in the eyes, and just say, "I'm the only chance you've got of surviving this scrape. Tell us what we want to know."
Give me a persuasion check. Being tied up isn't enough for him to let you do that with advantage. But 19's good. 19's good. He again sort of looks around the room and he sighs. Oh, I'll tell you what, my missus isn't going to be very happy about this.
Oh dear.
What do you want to know? What do you want to know? Let old Jangus tell you everything you need.
Jangus, I knew it was gonna be Jangus.
Jangus.
Oh dear.
I want to know about Nesna. I want to know his plans. I want to know why he's here. I want to know. Yeah, just give me the 411, mate.
You can
Yeah, and make it.
My best Aussie accent.
Can I just interject? And I'll just say we have to make this quick because apparently, actually, I was going to mention that skull coming back, but I don't know about the skull. I don't think you told us, did you, that the skull reforms?
True. He didn't have time.
No, I didn't tell. I didn't
Okay.
tell
I
him.
didn't interject.
Okay. So you want to know about Nesna, why he's down here? Why he's down here? Why? I thought if you know of Nesna and you're down here yourself, surely you know why he's down here. The forge.
Yep. Well, tell me his strength. Tell me his weakness. Give me the scoop, mate.
I mean, he doesn't really. We don't see much of the Black Spider himself. He's look, if I tell you what I know, I'm dead. And if I don't tell you, I'm dead. So why would I help?
Not tell us. I look up at Loris and Sig, and just be like, "Tell me, who are you more scared of right now? These two brutes, or Nesna?"
I gotta be honest, I'm pretty afraid of what Nesna would do to me if he knew I was here.
And I motion towards Barry.
Barry.
Okay, Barry, I
And
want
what about him,
Barry to stand next to him and
who's
go,
dancing sexily on the bed?
So you want him to stand next to the bugbear? He kind of scoots down to the foot of the bed and then throws his feet off the edge of the bed and sexily like pulls himself up off the side of the bed and shambles over towards.
I don't want him to be threatening in any way.
He's not threatening.
No, he's just sexy.
He kind of just grooves over.
Yeah.
Yeah, still dancing. Barry. And stands next to the bugbear. And he's just kind of like doing that sexy, like, hands down his side kind of thing.
If anything, it would completely disconcert this bugbear. Like, threatening is not working.
That was my hope.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's going to intimidate him.
It's not intimidating.
He's just you just want him to be confused.
Just unsettled. What's going on in the world now?
Yeah.
Can Barry roll for unsettling?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's give
living together.
What kind of would that be?
Charisma?
It's got to be charisma,
some kind of
right?
charisma.
And obviously, the lower the roll, the better,
Persuasion.
right? Obviously, the lower the roll, this would be very unsettling. He rolls a total of 7, which is pretty unsettling. Pretty in the grand scheme of unsettling. And the bugbear starts like just kind of sweating a little bit. I don't know. Oh my God, what's he doing? What's he doing? I don't like this. What is he doing? Why is he doing this?
He can do many things.
Mostly that.
Some of them I don't even like.
Mostly that. He can mostly just dance.
You may like it, yeah.
I don't know. No judgment.
Yeah. He just rolls. Make it stop. Make him stop. This is just really. It's uncomfortable.
I hold my hand up to the Baron.
To make him stop, or was that a thumbs
Well,
up?
I'm just like trying to get you to get Barry to stop.
Okay. Yeah. Barry will just put his hands up behind his head and then gyrate away slowly. Few feet.
Back to the bed, or
No, just a few feet up against the wall.
okay, just sort of backing off a little bit.
Just
It's like
I want to say.
I can still see him. It's gross. Ugh.
I want to say to the bugbear, I know you're afraid of Nesna, but isn't this the perfect chance to fake your death and start a new life? How is he going to know that you haven't perished alongside all of your brethren that we may have taken care of? Now's your chance for a clean break. We could give that to you.
Give me a persuasion roll.
With my -1 charisma, this will go amazingly. Oh, it's a 1.
You don't know us bugbears very well, do you? If I did that, what am I going to do out there? What am I going to do out there? Nothing. I can't start a life. I can't go and just chill out in Phandelver, can I?
It's like, I'm just going to pat my spider and be like, fine, I'll leave the talking to the charming ones then.
And he locks eyes with Bill. And he just says, you tell me how... I just want to know how you dealt with that skull out there. That thing has been killing so many of us. He's the only thing that stopped Nesna from being able to get to that forge. Do you know what you've done by taking care of that skull?
At hearing the question, what did you do with the skull, Loris is just going to step up in front of him and basically start tapping his mace. And like, this is what happened. And then he's going to step back to the door. Just wants to show that it was this and me that did it.
Right. I think Sig kind of steps forward and says, I think you may have forgotten about this old sweet hammer of mine, Loris. Either way, you've convinced the bugbear that, you've been able to do something that Nesna himself has been unable to do, which is get past this skull.
So think about if we can kill that skull, think about what we could do to you. Do you want that to happen, or do you want to get out of here, like Murican said, and maybe start a new life? Maybe we even send your wife after you.
Oh, don't worry about her. Don't worry about her. Oh, no, don't worry about that one. Yeah, okay, look. I'll tell you what you need to know, if that means I can get out.
Start a new identity, get a new name. I'm sure you'd like a new name.
What's wrong with Jangus?
Nothing.
I do have to say, Jangus is one of the better bugbear names I've come across.
Thanks.
Kudos.
Yeah, so I think you've definitely convinced him. He seems to think that it's very possible that you've got it more strength than Nesna. I do need to ask though, how did you get on that side of the? We haven't been a bit where there was poisonous stuff. We've just had so many men die. Is the forge, before I go, is the forge as amazing as I could think it could be? Tell me it's nice.
It was all right. It was fine.
I'm just doing this hand signal where it's like where you just wave your hand back and forth, like yeah.
Okay, so what do you want to know?
We need to know Nesna's number. We need to know what powers he has. We need to know
Where he is.
Well, you're not too far off. I can tell you that much. If you head north from here, he's been holed up there, getting us to do his busy work, trying to get close to that forge.
Do we have a map of this area?
You're literally on this map.
No, I mean, do we have a piece of parchment?
Oh, right. No. This
Okay.
is the only people that had. Actually, we'd better do this in character. The only known map is in Nesna's hands. It belonged to Gundren.
I have a question. Is there anything
me?
unique? No. For our new friend, what was your name? Jangus? Oh, Barry. Not you.
Okay.
Is there anything unique Nesna keeps on his person, perhaps? I know it's a strange question.
That's a very good question that I hadn't prepared for, to be honest.
Nesna.
Surely there'll be something on his person that maybe this bugbear has seen.
What does he use? What is the source of his power? I assume he has some kind of magic wand or
Let's have a quick look. I'm just going to have to take a moment.
staff or...
Probably this card.
What does he look like? What's he look like?
Did he have like a top knot or?
Oh, okay. All right. I can.
Did we ever confirm that it was a he?
No.
I don't think so. Something on Nesna. That was almost too Sildari for a moment there. Yeah, he's got a. I mean, he's the black spider, so he's got a staff, right? And on the top is this spider carved out of some kind of black stone.
Ooh. Spooky.
Okay.
And as you can probably imagine, he's got a few spiders near him as well. So I don't know, if you can find spiders, you'll find Nesna.
How big are these spiders?
And he takes a look at Ranzin off to your side. He's like, bigger than that thing, that's for sure.
Is that the sum total of his forces? Has he got like a bunch of other bugbears or anything with him?
Yeah, I mean, this place is littered with bugbears and obviously all the undead that probably you guys have come across. Maybe, I don't know if you've seen everything that this place... There's some fucking annoying ghouls down south of this room, that's for sure.
ghouls.
But they're not Nesnars. They've been holding us back.
In Nesnar's room, where he's staying, is there anything like a channel where the water would flow through it? Does that continue on through there, or is there any some sort of?
No, I don't think there's been. No, there's nothing of the sort in the room. No.
Is there only one entrance to the room?
Let me have a think. I think there's a couple of ways in. I normally just take the entrance from the south up into the room. Yeah. There's a little bit of a corridor that I know he's holding some little guy. But I don't know if you get into the room from there. I got no idea.
Nandro! Is he alive? He's alive!
Must be.
I got no idea. All I know is he's been doing terrible things to that guy.
Like
I
what?
start elbowing Sildar vigorously.
And Sildar is just like, oh, Nandro, we must save Nandro.
Yes.
We don't want a repeat of the last situation.
R.I.P.
Well, what do you think? Shall we go? Shall we search out this way, back where the green skull was, and see if there's a back entrance into his room where he's not expecting people to come through? Yeah. What?
I just have one more question.
Okay.
So if you guys didn't come in the way we came in, how do you come and go from this area?
I don't know. Did you come in like down that rope? There's like the entrance, the main entrance, little rope down into like a little sort of recess. We just coming through there.
And then where do you head?
Well, straight up. We drop down, head north, watch out for those little jelly bastards, and then straight up, basically into this area.
Can you
Itself.
can you do me one more favor?
I mean, I've done you quite a few. Still waiting for the favour that you owe old Jangus.
Well, I'm gonna do you the biggest favor, which is let you live. I
Yeah.
need you to draw out a map of what you know about these caves.
Interesting. Okay. And
And I have parchment and quill to offer him.
yeah. Look, my memory's not the best. I can definitely give it a go.
Maybe roll for cartography.
Let's see how well we're going to use his wisdom modifier on top of it. Okay. All right. He definitely knows some stuff. How am I going to deal this out?
We could maybe do the map intro session.
Yeah. I think I'll have to do it. I'll have to do it that way. I'll have to create a little map for you guys.
If
Can I,
you're happy with that.
Yeah, totally.
I'd like to roll insight to see if it looks like he's telling the truth to us.
Yeah. Give me an insight check, please.
I rolled 11.
Yeah. I'm going to say you're not really getting a good read on him. Something seems off to you.
Well, I believe some of his words.
But I'm going to have a bloody hard time making a map from this position, aren't I? And he just kind of squirms around on his back with his hands and feet tied together.
Yes, you probably will.
I place my dagger at the rope, like motioning like I'm about to cut it, and I look to the party for their blessing.
Maybe we should just take him with us as some kind of GPS.
Sig pipes up with,
Yeah.
I think we should kill him.
Let's just either leave him here or take him with us, but I don't think we should let him free or kill him.
Are you saying this out loud?
Yeah.
Oh, I've given you everything you needed.
Yeah, we're not going to kill you until we've killed Nesna. Otherwise, who knows? You might just pull a fast one on us.
We need to silence him, though. If we're going to leave him here and so he can make a noise, he's going to alert everyone. We need to silence him or kill him. No. I'm happy with either one.
Just gag him and take him with us.
Yeah, let's do that.
I'm going to proceed to group. And I'm just going to say, we got what we needed from this guy. We also did offer him, and by we I mean me, did offer him his freedom. And I think we should keep our word on that.
I think so too, but maybe not until Nesna's dead.
I don't want him running off and warning Nesna that we're here. I mean, Nesna probably already knows, but...
Well, he's not going towards Nesna. He's going away from Nesna. If we see him go towards...
Is he going to run away?
Sorry?
Is he going to run away? He only knows the way out to our left. To the west.
Well, I guess we look at the map and we can show him on the map.
Okay.
An alternate route, right?
Well, I'll trust you.
Yep. All right.
I mean, I could always go and check out that sweet forge that you guys have uncovered. You can trust old Jangus. Don't worry about me.
Yeah, that's made it worse.
I'm just saying, I haven't seen it. It sounds amazing. Oh,
it is amazing, actually. If you put your hands on it,
it's not
make your magic hands.
You have got to be shitting me, Woos.
No.
Which one of you's got the magic hands?
Barry.
Yeah, come on.
Barry. So, do we have a deal? I mean, what's happening?
I mean, like, out of character, my vote is to let him go based on he did give good intel.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Maybe you can come and help us.
Like, get in the way of somebody else who wants him to not talk.
I think it would be good to show him mercy.
Hmm.
I don't want to just kill him in cold blood. We've done that a lot.
Yeah. It's just win, that's all. So
yeah, that's what concerns me.
Maybe he could come with us, and he knows we're gonna beat Nesna.
If I come with you, I'm dead. I'm dead. He'll take care of me first. You don't want to get on Nesna's bad side, and at the moment he does. I'm not.
Yeah, we already are on Nesna's bad side. I'm pretty sure when he finds out what we've done to the rest of this cabin, he's going to be pretty pissed at us. So if you come with us and we all survive, then you can go free.
That's a pretty big if, guys.
Well, either way, you're dead.
Isn't he more likely to backstab us in the middle of combat?
Have you met me before, mate?
That was out of character. But isn't he like way more likely to backstab us in the middle of combat?
Especially when we're distracted and our backs are turned. I mean, I know what I'd do. I'd wriggle free and take care of the situation. Not gonna lie.
Stab.
Yeah, I'm getting less convinced now. I think we need to make up our mind, though, because that skull... Oh, no. I don't know about the skull.
I say you just leave him tied up and come back to him later.
Yeah, good. Yeah, let's do that.
Well, shit. Guys! And he starts kind of wriggling around a little bit. What's this? Okay, yeah. He hears you say that, and you can hear the ropes creaking now. He's really starting to try and force.
Break out.
Guys, come on! I gave you everything you needed. Don't make this awkward.
Bill, can you like? I'm gonna walk over to Bill quietly, and I don't want the bugbear to hear this. I just wanted to kind of mention to Bill. Bill, could you subtly injure him so he's no threat to us, but leave him enough to live? So he has to leave.
Quite the ass.
Just kind of mortally wound him so that he won't die, but he has to leave.
Just
He's no threat to
mortally
anybody.
wound him.
Mortally means you die.
You
Just
know
with
what
the-
mortally wounds.
Take him to the inch of his life. Loris doesn't
I'm
care.
gonna need a stealth roll to see how
This is no fair.
quiet you've said. I'm gonna
Opposite of
compare it.
what Bill
I'm gonna
wants to
compare it
do.
against his perception.
Stealth, you say?
Yeah.
All right. Stealthy rolly going now. It's a 15.
Okay. Yeah.
It's getting tense.
He doesn't hear what you're saying, but he does.
Cool.
He does take in the fact that you're the big brute, the big bulking guy has just taken Bill over to the corner and clearly like whispering away some sort of thing.
I'm pleased that he's noticed, but yeah, that's just my suggestion to Bill. Seeing we're worried about him stabbing us in the back if we free him and take him with us, or alerting the troops. Let's put him in a point where he can't do anything.
I'm just going to speak at like a normal volume. And I'm just going to say, yeah, I mean, like we could hamstring him, cut his tendons. But
Oh, Jangus doesn't like this.
we did. I did say, give us the information and you can go.
Which I
And
did.
he
I
did.
bloody did it.
So
Okay.
I'm not going to stop anyone. But, I mean, he did do what we asked.
Let's
Okay.
just let him go free then.
Let him go. I feel that this is your deal, Bill. You've made the call. That's fine. Let's hope that he holds true to his word.
He could just go running straight to Nesna. I don't trust him.
Just let him go.
He
then,
could,
isn't
but
it?
Bill's
Man,
made
this is
the
really.
agreement, and
This
that's
is really.
He
I don't
just
know,
he
back
kind
and
of
forth.
keeps saying out loud that we can't trust him,
yeah.
which is
I
a red
agree.
flag to me.
I say we kill the little bugger, string up his intestines as a threat to any bugbears that come near here.
Sig, we can't. Honor would surely not allow us to do that. Bill's made an agreement. Let's let Bill honor his agreement.
Yeah, so Bill's just going to go quiet at this point. Like he's given his opinion. He's not going to stop anybody who would prefer to kill this guy, but this guy has given us what we wanted, and
I've given my 2 cents that we should tie him up and retrieve him later when he is no longer a threat. That way we keep our word and he can't go running off to stab us in the back.
That's the word that we should give them when we make the deal. So we'll let you go once we come back alive. Because if Nesna finds him tied up, he'll think he's just been tied up. This is what happened to Hyman. No, not Hyman.
Heyman.
What's the?
Hyman.
No, the old leader of Phandelver. We stuck him in
Oh,
the cell.
Yeah.
Glass staff.
No,
No.
the leader of Phandelver, like the
mayor.
Right.
Oh, I can't remember his name.
Harbin.
Hyman Harbin. Yep,
Gross.
it was close. All right. I honestly don't care. I think we need to get out of here before we're attacked.
Yeah, we do. We do need to make a move.
But I'm not going to make a decision on it.
No one's going to make a decision.
No. I'm going to go listen by the door. Over here.
Barry.
Alright, so Loris is just
Barry.
seeing everyone's gone quiet. Loris is just going to pick up the bugbear and plant him on the bed beside Barry, and say, Barry will take care of you, and we should head off
Well, give me a strength check. I need to see if you can.
Oh my God.
with pleasure.
They always win.
Strength save or just normal strength roll?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, you pick him up over your shoulder and place him down on the foot of the bed.
All right.
Yeah. Baron, do you just want to get Barry to look after the bugbear, please?
No. Barry
It's
wouldn't
not
stand
part
a
of his
chance.
suite of services.
Barry would not stand a chance against the bugbear. He would just die. So
All right, let's get out of
it's
here.
not going to be helpful. Let's go.
So you're just gonna be leaving him there.
Loris
Bill,
is.
I'm going to look at Bill. I'm concerned about Bill.
Bring him with us.
I kind of
break
expected.
out.
I kind of expect this is the kind of thing bugbears would do. This is, I mean, I kind of have to give it to you that's kind of cool, but at the same time, that's kind of it being finally in this side of this interaction. It's kind of a dick move.
Let that be a lesson to you.
Yeah. If you weren't a bugbear, it probably would be different.
He again just tries to fight against this the rope.
We have to bring him with us, or he's going to break free. So it's either bring him with us.
Break free. He's going to be free regardless of whether or not we let him be free.
I think he's going to be free. Yes.
My precious rope.
Oh yeah.
I'd say a good half.
Breaking it.
I'd say a good half hour has passed
I know.
during
This is
this
awful.
conversation. And I am going to roll a dice to see if something occurs right now.
I'm just listening through the door.
Nothing has
Can
happened.
I get runs in to entomb him in spider silk to strengthen the bonds?
Holy crap! You can.
Okay, so we're leaving him now.
I'm not going to cover his face.
So we're definitely just leaving him here entangled. That's clearly the plan now.
No, we can't do that because he'll break free and then go tell.
Right, this is us trying to be merciful, but it's clearly not
I
working.
know.
This is painful.
In the back of my mind, Loris is just going, we should have killed him half an hour ago. Like, this is what is running through Loris's mind right now. It's like, we should have just killed him.
Yeah, I think
It's really hard trying to be a good person.
I think Sig's going to start losing his patience. He just doesn't think this is worthwhile at all.
Bill's just going to pipe up once more. And he's just going to say, part of negotiation is being truthful and keeping up your end of the bargain. Yeah, sometimes you need to hide some of the truth, but for you to be credible and for you to get, your potential enemies to become your potential friends, sometimes you gotta take a risk and you gotta actually live up to your end of the deal. It's not always the best thing to lie.
I'm convinced. Okay, let him out. Let him out of his rope.
And Sig takes dagger in his hand and just starts basically points it towards the bugbear's face. He says, "This was meant for your throat, but for the words of the amazing Bill, he has touched me today, and I will do something I would normally not do. But if you are to prove Bill wrong, we will hunt you down and we will kill you." And he takes the dagger and slices the ropes binding the bugbear. And the bugbear stands up, sort of makes his way off the bed. He's like, "Oh, guys, thanks. Oh, guys, oh, no. Don't you worry. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. But I will say one thing." And he makes his way up to Bill. And he just pushes. He gets real close. You can smell the bugbear's breath on your face as he says to you, "Can I draw you your map now or something? Are we ready to go?" and that's where we'll end tonight. We'll end it there.
I forgot he couldn't draw us our map.
We'll end it there.
Oh, that was well ended. Well done.
Yeah, that was cool.
Oh, dear.
The power of diplomacy prevails. Well done, Bill.
My gosh.
I didn't want us to just kill. It seems like everything we do ends in killing anyone we ever talk, negotiate or interrogate. And I'm like, I don't want it to be that way every single time.
Sticks his axe through their heads because he gets bored.
It's just evil if you just tie someone up and then kill them. It's just
it's kind of
it's just basically evil.
That's kind of a dick move, as he'd put it.
It is dick.
Yeah.
There's something about your reputation and keeping to your word when it comes to negotiation that I think adds some. I mean, obviously, it doesn't add it to everybody, but for him to believe what we were saying and kind of be into it,
Yeah.
this kind of ongoing relationship thing is pretty important in terms of negotiation.
Well, if they live to tell the tale, which they don't.
We
See,
might
I was
only
like,
have
I wanted to like keep the word and just leave him tied up, but then come back and release him when he wasn't going to turn tail. But I like what you did.
Yeah.
I
I
think
feel like you would have broken out anyway, and then just been pissed off
Yeah.
that we left him.
It became
then
obvious that he was going
This
to
is
break
true.
free.
Might have
This
been
is
worse.
true.
If you had left him there, he absolutely would have broken the ropes in time.
there were several DM moments there where he was suggesting to us that it was going to break out within.
Yeah.
I mean,
But he was like, you're also like, yeah, I'm going to betray you, like a bunch of times.
He was totally going to betray us. He was like, "You can't
was
trust me."
I
Totally.
I'd say it's pretty standard for a bugbear to like betray someone mid-battle if they'd like, you know.
Yeah.
Bugbears are dicks. We understand
But
that.
that doesn't mean he'd betray you if you let him free. We'll find out. We'll find out exactly what happens.
I like that we had faith in. We did a good person thing. We did a good person
Oh my
thing as a
God,
party.
you guys
What
did
the
it-
fuck?
Yeah, holy shit, guys, that's amazing.
Oh, we really did it, guys.
There was some serious internal conflict going on. Let me tell you that.
Yeah.
It
It only took a full year of playing, but we finally did it.
We won the campaign. We
How
did
many
the thing.
how many bugbears have you guys slaughtered to come to this moment? It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Thousands. I think
15,
tonight's session's
20.
been a session of growth for all of us. We've moved.
Yeah, I'd say more than 20. You've killed 5 just tonight, so
Yeah, we've killed a lot. Not as many goblins as we've killed, but certainly bugbears
yeah,
were in
that's
the
true.
50s.
That's true. Yeah.
Jangus the Redeemer.
Jangus the Redeemer.
He will be spoken of in legends, I'm sure.
Yeah.
He will be if he betrays us. He'll be a legend of his death.
Oh, I have plans for Jangus. I've got plans.
Can I ask you a question, Reagan?
Yeah, sure.
Was Jangus improv? Like not the him, the character, but was the name improv?
Yeah. It's my go-to
It
word.
was so good.
That's awesome.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
It's the best
it's very
pull for a name for a bugbear I've ever heard.
it's very hard to come up with random creatures names that has to suit the species they are. Thankfully, that's like a go-to word for me on multiple things. So
Jangus is.
Jangus, yeah. Call a bunch of things a Jangus.
Okay.
So this is now it's canon that there's Jangus the bugbear.
Who will no doubt betray us and
Well,
I believe in Jangus now. I believe in Jangus.
Does
Come on,
Dave-
Jangus. Don't
does-
let us down. Restore our faith in Bugbear.
Dave doesn't.
Bugbear.
Loris does.
Kind.
here we go. Okay, cool. Yeah, there we
Loris
go.
trusts Bill's
Yeah.
decision
Yeah.
and his faith in that he's negotiated this. I personally have absolutely no faith in your characters.
I
just
actually
know
think it
Wait,
would
you
be-
you Dave or you Loris? I
Yeah.
can't
Me,
tell. When
Dave, sorry.
have no faith in my.
I
characters.
personally have no trust in bugbears whatsoever.
Oh, and bugbear. Right.
Right.
Yeah. And
Actually,
myself
I think
trust Bill.
Yeah, gotcha.
I think it'll be cool either way. If he comes back and betrays us, that'll be like sweet. And if he comes back a hero to save us or something, that'll be sweet.
You've
So
got-
it's like
you've got
either
plenty-
way, there's a good setup there. You
Yeah.
can't really complain about that.
Yeah,
It will be fun.
I feel like you've got plenty of characters that could come back and betray you guys at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
piss off a few people.
Yeah. Where's Glass stuff right now?
Where is Glass
Exactly.
stuff right now?
I'm just waiting for Carp to
Carp-
come riding in
Carp
on the
would
dragon.
come back and help.
With Loris's dagger.
Yeah, like
No.
Carp charging in on a mini boar with his little dagger.
Oh my
Like
God,
that.
no!
But he would have
That'll be
grown
the
up by
biggest
now.
tragedy.
By now that it's been
By now
a
it's
week.
like 2 weeks.
They grow up fast in Phandelver.
Did you guys like my sig? Was that?
Oh
did that
yeah,
go
well,
down?
It was so good.
I wasn't expecting the overlay. Like
I was-
the overlay's just, oh wow, it's sick.
I was trying my hardest to repeat things I've heard Reese say as sig. So
Oh, there were some serious great sig moments in there.
It's good. Do it. Do the rest of us. I want to hear.
No.
I want to hear.
No way.
no way. You guys have
I
to have
reckon
a,
you
you
do
guys
a
have to have a
sweet
week off.
American.
You guys have to have a week off for me to do that.
Okay, I'm taking a week off next week. So I can do
Just pop in
American.
halfway through.
Yeah. No. We're getting too close to the end, I think, guys. For
Yeah,
anyone
there's
to take a week off.
a stream that I need to watch next week.
No, is it this one?
Yeah.
So now I have to like draw a map.
A map.
A
Like
little
a bugbear would.
Like a hand.
Yeah,
drawn
sorry
map.
for pricing you into that, but like I figured just vaguely some rooms that he would know.
Yeah.
I'm half expecting just a big arrow with like Nesnara's here.
I mean,
That's kind of all I'm expecting.
because bugbears, they're not stupid. They've got a 0 modifier, so like they're just kind of. Oh no, sorry,
Average
no, sorry, they're
intelligence.
-1, so they're not the best. They're going to be. It's not going to be the best.
I figured it was like a survival skill.
That was a great plan, Bill.
It's an intelligence one, right? You got to be quite intelligent to be able to remember
Thanks,
the
bro.
layout
Yeah,
of
you got to
stuff.
be able to remember and map it and
But-
recreate it.
I mean, even like a child could draw a rudimentary map
Totally,
if they knew
totally.
the space they were in.
It'd be like a house, a kid's house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Mum
you
and
can
dad
come up
in
with
it.
something
But it would just be like
Yeah.
it looks like that.
It'd be like a arrow pointing up, that kind of
Well,
thing. It wouldn't be
a
like
kid's treasure map, you know, like it just has like 4 little dots.
Yeah,
and
it's
all
landmarks,
south and
right?
X. Yeah,
like
like there's a
landmarks.
rock here, there's a table here.
yeah,
X marks the spot.
Boss,
Yeah, boss man here.
fighters.
yeah.
Like, you could do
I
anything right.
was a kid with dough. That's so good.
Yeah.
Singed edges and then like washed with egg yolk to make them
Egg
look old,
Oh,
Ah.
yeah.
and then put it in a bottle and sent down the river. They're
Nice.
amazing.
I did mine with tea.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
brewed
Tea's
tea and dipped it in the tea.
Did
Turn it brown.
They were saying in the chat that I just need to get a kid, like a 5-year-old. Well, Very Blue Ralph said get a 5-year-old to draw the map. Miserable was like, yeah, find a random kid and ask them. It's gonna.
Yeah, go
Hey,
flying around in your
hey
van.
kids, can you
Maybe
draw
ask
the
their
map?
parent first.
Yeah, yeah.
But like,
Yeah,
that's
that's your
not a good
parents'
idea.
first.
What you could do is like get a child, show them the map, and say recreate this. Kid drew the
I
map.
honestly think you just drawing it, Reagan, will
Yeah,
look pretty
I'll-
good to like a kid.
I'm gonna do something. I do draw about the same sort of skill level as a 5-year-old, so we'll see what
Awesome.
I can do.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
I'm drawing a picture of Barry right now.
Barry's great.
Can't wait.
Barry's
Barry's
so good.
opening minds. I think.
I know. Silda really surprised me.
Now you've got.
Yeah.
Now
So
you've,
that interest was a bit creepy.
you've got Barry for 24 hours, right?
I'm loving that.
Maybe more.
Oh, ooh. He's just going to be following you everywhere you go from now on.
You can just recast it to keep him
Oh, wow.
around.
Wow.
What happens when you stop casting it? Does he just turn back to his normal aggro zombie self?
Oh, I've forgotten.
Like, does he,
Or does he drop to the ground?
or does he just die? Like, because you animated him, didn't you? Or was he
Yeah,
a
I
zombie?
animated him. I
Right.
can't remember if he turns back into a corpse or if he just does his own thing.
Let's
Goes
have a
off
look.
to bars and
So bonus
Picks
action
people
to
up.
mentally command him. He's under your control for 24 hours, after which it stops obeying any commands. So it's still alive, it just stops obeying
Oh.
commands.
So you lose.
yeah.
So you need to keep casting it to keep him under control.
Yeah. So basically, you created a zombie, and it will turn
Yeah.
into a mindless zombie after that 24 hours. And then you can cast the spell on the creature again before the current. Oh, you got to cast it before the current 24-hour period ends,
Yeah.
because you can't cast it on an undead zombie. It has to be dead.
Yeah. Have
A
to
lot
keep
of
it going.
responsibilities when you
And I
create
can
it.
have up to 4, I think. Or no,
Yeah.
2.
Control over up to have control over up to 4 creatures you've animated with
Wow.
that spell.
But once I go to level 6, I can bring back 2 at a time instead of 1.
No, level. Is it when you can use 4th level?
It's
or
because
higher,
I'm a
yeah,
necromancer,
Yeah.
so I get a bonus thing. It's beyond the spell.
And you got to use a different corpse or pile of bones to do so, because of course that would be weird.
Well, we're not
Rather
in.
than one pile of bones for multiple
Well,
skeletons.
we can create you plenty of bone piles. Just
Yeah, we've
Yeah, this is
been
the
making a
start.
lot of corpses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miserable saying, don't forget to potty train and feed it twice a day.
No.
Although I must
I've been that if I give him some good vibes, one day he'll like be able to go off and be a good representative of the undead instead of
I
like the
don't know
normal
if that's
zombies.
how
that are just-
undead works, but maybe.
Yeah. Well, I'm just hoping, because they're always such like they get a bad name because they raised badly.
They were raised
Right, so
badly.
it's a bit like dogs,
I
you
see
know.
what you're
It's
saying.
not
I
the
see what
dog,
you're
it's the
saying.
owner.
Look, you have treated Barry very well.
Well, he's treated me well.
Yeah, I'm not sure how comfortable the party's going to be if you start traipsing around with zombies and skeletons and stuff after you. Like if you bring back 4,
Yeah.
I'm not sure how comfortable we're going to be.
He's treated me well.
Yes,
Till
exactly.
go back to sleep.
I think some of the party would be happy with it.
That woman
Dildo
enjoys a
might
bit
be.
of positive attention once in a while. I'm not going to lie.
From a dead thing.
Yeah.
Well,
I didn't
none of
do
you
it,
have said anything about my radiant beauty lately.
We're being professional.
the Zelda X Barry director.
I
Yeah,
think
are they
given that
shipped?
Ian is your husband, we should remain professional.
You can,
There'll be
ship
some-
I'm
Barry.
shipping Silda
Oh, yeah.
X Barry.
Yeah. The dildo.
I'm going to be writing some fanfic this week. I'll get that.
Barry.
Honestly, Barry is becoming a quick favorite, I think. For
I
me.
know I need to get him some nice clothes too. So if I do come across anyone that's got nice clothes on,
Yeah.
I'll switch him out because he's got like
Nothing on
sort of
but
raggedy. Well, he's got pants on.
He's just got pants at the moment. They're not in a
Or
good
is it a
state.
thong?
No, it is like just torn pants at the moment. One leg of the pants is much shorter than the other, thanks to it just being torn.
And we have to remember he's a dwarf zombie as well.
He is a dwarf zombie. You don't really see that in the image that I've got, but he's
No.
definitely a dwarf zombie.
Does he have a zombie beard?
No, let's have a quick look.
He does in
He
my
does.
picture.
Look, he's got a
Nice.
little mustache there and a little bit of beard. Barry.
Goatee.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Charming.
He's
Once
great.
it goes to the jazz clubs or something.
Cool. Well, we'll call it there. Big thank you to everyone who stopped by and watched. We had some good numbers there towards the end there, which is awesome because it's very entertaining watching people painfully describe whether or not they're going to fulfill a bargain or not. No, that was good.
I'm going to post my picture of Barry in the Discord.
Oh, cool.
Yes!
And if that's not a reason to jump into the Discord, then I don't know what is. The link is just below the stream, so definitely come and say hi. Come talk D&D with us. And if you haven't given us a follow and you're still hanging around, give us a follow. We've had quite a few tonight. We had another Lucha Libre hero, Sean Dewitt, and Cold Mountain Games give us a follow in the last half hour. So thank you so much for the follow. We're no longer in September, so you can't get a half price subscription, but you can still subscribe if you really like what we saw. If you want to check out our previous episodes, the YouTube link is below as well. It's got all of the previous stuff, and this will be up on there sometime in 24 hours, I'd say. And podcast episode 23, I believe, is releasing in 2 hours' time. So feel free to follow up in podcast form if that's how you enjoy listening to this kind of stuff. And I think that's all. Give us a follow on Twitter if you want to come get little alerts for when we go live. So thank you all so much for watching again, and we'll be here same time next week. And Sig will be back.
Yay.
You bet your ass I'll be back. Yeah. All right, cool. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Bye-bye.